Okay.
Good to go. Okay.
Hmm.
Last we left off, you guys, forgive me if I don't cover all the bases because you guys did quite a bit last session, and it's been busy for me, so I'll try to do what I can to recap. But last session, after having learned a bit more about this supposed Nimblewright, this construct that had escaped from the Garhund Villa, you managed to get in your hands, provided from Raynar, something called a Nimblewright detector as a means of trying to figure out where this creature was. Before you set out to try to find it, you did a little bit of shopping. You've paid an initial down payment to work on getting the tavern itself up and running, though that's going to take us a few days in order to get there. In the meantime, Treverin, you made your way over towards Blackstaff Tower, which is this huge training quarters for magi within the city, as well as the home of Force Grey, an elite cadre of former adventurers turned into elite guard within the city that is headed by Vajra Blackstaff. She provided you with a quest to go into the harbor and investigate the rumors of a bronze dragon that had made its way in there and had apparently been scaring off sailors and fishermen. Upon making your way inside, however, and you were each given a potion of breathing, made your way down there, and saw that the dragon really posed no threat, and beyond that, also managed to convince it that if the city were to come under attack, especially from the harbor, that the dragon moved to aid in defense of the city. After you did that, you noticed the Nimblewright detector upon returning to the docks seemed like it was beginning to give off a signal. You made your way towards two ships that were docked within the harbor, and upon making your way on top of one of the ships, you were greeted by two handsome young sailors who rowed you out towards a third ship out in the harbor in order to meet with Zardoz Zord, who told you that the Maiden's Fair, I don't know if I gave you that name before, but the Maiden's Fair is the carnival group that has made its way to Waterdeep between these three ships in order to perform for the Day of Wonder, which is a festival that celebrates the gods of invention and innovation. He told you that number rights upon his ship were little more than a harmless purchase he made in some far-flung land, and one managed to serve you a nice meal. He talked with you a little bit. You shared some information between the two of you, and then you made your way back. Making your way back towards taking a pit stop by the Yawning Portal and then making your way back towards Trollskull Alley, you decided to search around the immediate area with the Nimblewright detector to see if it could give off a signal, thinking that there's no way this creature, this construct, if it was damaged, could have gotten very far. You made your way north and a little bit west, excuse me, a little bit east, and managed to find, hiding within a barrel, this dapper-looking construct hiding within. He jumps out of the barrel as you reveal him, draws a rapier and a dagger. He is dressed to the nines in swashbuckler-type armor. The construct itself looks like it's made out of some sort of gold, or at least has a very good golden sheen, and it moves to just attack and defend itself. So as we begin the night, everybody's going to roll initiative.
Ooh, an 18. Hell yeah.
The Pakistani rolls a 16.
Crow, you're echoing through the mic a little bit with the game sounds.
Really?
Yeah, the bloops are coming through your mic.
It was going
Bloop,
bloop,
bloop.
bloop, bloop, bloop.
Kelly, just to
I've
be
never done
clear,
that
he's
before.
attacking us without us having provoked him. He just jumped out and is attacking, correct?
More or less.
Like we kind of startled him, or he was hiding, I think.
Dreloff, is there a reason you rolled twice in initiative?
Oh, it said I didn't have my token selected when I rolled.
I'll just add the 21. That was your
21.
first roll.
Okay.
All right. We'll begin the round with you then.
I'm a benevolent god.
Sometimes I am gracious.
I guess I'll walk up and smack him one good.
Okay.
The hell is it?
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Charging up towards the barrel, battle axe in hand, you bring it down hard across this creature, and it does a little bit of damage, but it seems like the axe isn't maybe as strong as you were otherwise hoping for.
That ends my turn.
All right, Treverin.
All right. I think what I'm going to do is hit him with magic missile at level 2.
Nice. All right. Releasing your hands, the arcane energy assuming all at once, you impact into the creature hard. You watch as there's a small but significant looking dent that makes its way just underneath the shoulder.
And then I'm going to back up to here.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna run at him. Oops, stand there. And I'm gonna give him the booming blades.
Okay. Taking the weapon in hand, you shoot it towards him. He parries it with his rapier.
Damn. Okay. And that'll be my turn for now.
Okay. The creature, with a rapier and a dagger in hand, is going towards Drelov, and he is going to swing at you 3 times, twice with the rapier, once with the dagger. First swing with the rapier, that's going to hit. 5 points of piercing. Second swing with the rapier is a 15, which does not beat your armor class. Final swing with the dagger. Ooh, good rolls, Kelly. Julie, you're up.
You guys are quick to attack. You should talk more. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna run up and attack while I mock my teammate.
All right.
You're so unreasonable. So hot-headed.
Julie strolls forward, taking the greatsword down. You watch as this creature just dodges to the left as your greatsword goes right into the barrel.
I will action surge and attack him again.
Okay. Not wanting to be underestimated, you take it up, and this time you shift forward, digging it into him. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. Where the dent that Drelov created was earlier, you get your sword, you pierce a little bit in there, but it's not as strong as against flesh as it would otherwise be.
I'm gonna move
Okay.
this way. Like that.
Rotund, you're up.
Alright, Rotund is going to move to here, and he is going to attack it.
All right.
And because I'm not wearing my shield, I will.
All right. He is going to use his reaction to parry that blow. So as you take the warhammer and swing it down, he quickly raises his dagger and his rapier and holds your warhammer at bay.
Alright.
Is that it for your turn?
Who's hurt?
Right now, Drelov just took 5 points of damage.
Well, healing word draw.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Drelov 4 hit points back. And then it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna hit my battle axe again, or try to.
Ooh, crit. Go for it. All right. All right. Taking the battle axe, you manage to get a deeper cut into where the rest of you have been attacking, and it's steeper, but again, the battle axe is not as strong against it as it seems like maybe those magic missiles were earlier.
That ends my turn.
All right, Treverin.
Just because I don't feel like doing the same thing over and over again, I'm going to hit him with Chaos Bolt.
Okay. That will miss. It flies wide, impacting into the building behind him. You watch as a little bit of acid begins to burn away at some of the stonework.
All right.
All right.
Yep, that's it for me.
Okay.
Second time, right? Let's do this.
Not wanting
Whack.
to be outdone by your companions, you take another swing at him, and he just takes his dagger, shifts, and parries the blow.
Of course. All right, that's all I got then.
All right. Seeing Julie shift off to his backside, the creature is going to take his weapons and swing 3 times at you. That's a miss. I don't know why I rolled damage. That was dumb. Ignore that. That's probably not a miss.
That's a hit.
All right.
It's 17 armor class.
All right. 10 reduced to 7.
Correct.
And then finally the dagger. That'll hit.
That'll hit.
5 reduced to 2. And that's his turn. Julie, you're up.
Julie will counterattack.
Okay.
Or
He
maybe
sh-
not.
He shifts backwards a little bit. Your greatsword, where you impacted into the barrel again. Now the barrel just kind of cracks open. You can see he looks like he was hiding maybe in a barrel, ironically, of cheese.
That should be yeah. Okay. So now I've cut the cheese.
Da-da-da! Anything else?
No, I'm not gonna move and give him a free attack. Why would I do that?
Alrighty, Rotund.
Oh, try swinging him again.
Miss. This creature is unusually quick, managing to quickly shift to the side, like he has quite a bit of experience managing to dodge and counterattack.
All right.
Drelov.
Well, all I got's the axe, so let's.
I was almost crit. No, he shifts quickly out of Rotund's. He sees yours coming. He just bends inward in an almost inhuman angle, and the axe just cuts into air.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. Treverin.
Kelly, real quickly, just remind me. I can cast a spell, and then as a bonus action, I can cast a cantrip, correct?
Or you can cast a spell as a bonus action and the cantrip as an action.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit him again with level 2 magic missile.
Okay. Okay.
Then I'm going to use 1 sorcery point and use that to change my firebolt into a bonus action and hit him with firebolt.
Okay, just 2 sorcery points, but you can't do that.
Oh, it's 2.
All right. You manage to unleash the magic missiles. This creature, you can see bits of sparks kind of flying off of its wounds. You try to follow through with the firebolt, and he manages to, surprisingly, very quickly sidestep out of the way before it impacts.
Okay.
Okay, you're up.
Third time's the charm, am I right?
A little annoyed that he's dodged both attacks, you swing in for a third time. And miss.
God damn it, man. Well, I'll just stop there.
The number right is going to try again against Julie, let's say. That'll hit. 8 reduced to 5.
Yep.
Another 20. 12 reduced to 9. And a crit fail on the dagger. All right. He slices into you. You got some nasty wounds kind of across your chest. And he is still cracking. You can see the sparks kind of flying off this thing. What do you do, Julia?
I'm going to attack him again.
All right. Drawing on some rage, you take your greatsword and heave it as hard as you can against this creature. And despite some natural resistance that it seems to be giving, you manage to do just enough damage that it cuts through the creature, and the last of whatever was causing it to spurn begins to stop and sputter out, and it just kind of keels over, motionless.
I'm definitely going to search this bad boy.
Okay. You don't need to make any sort of check. immediately searching for the stone. The bad news is you don't find it. The good news is, searching the body, you do see hiding on its person is what appears to be some sort of map. And as you open the map, there is, it depicts the trades ward, as you recognize and look at the map, all of you over. And on the trades ward is drawn an X with the name Fenris Storm Castle written next to it.
Okay.
Well, I definitely show it to everyone.
Does that name mean anything to anyone here?
What was the name again?
Fenris Storm Castle.
Not a fucking thing.
Doesn't appear in my notes anywhere.
Should we ask around the tavern for the name?
Probably.
While you're discussing this, you hear behind you, "Oi! Stop right there!"
Oh, the fucking guard harassing us again. What are you gonna do to fucking bug these guys off?
What's the meaning of this? What's going on?
I stuffed the body back into the barrel.
Oi! No! Hold up! What's that then?
Science fair project.
Hands off!
I la-
Move aside!
I laugh and say, "Look, guys, this is the creature that was responsible for the bomb. We were able. He moved to attack us, and we defended ourselves. And
What sort of creature?
I don't. It is one of the. Give me a sec. Where is it in my notes?
Nimble, right?
Nimblewright. Yeah, there it is.
Nimble, right? What are those little fancy things from the House of Hattons?
Yes, this one was doing some shady stuff, and this is the creature that was running away from when the bomb exploded.
Julie, what are you doing?
Nothing, I guess.
Uh-huh. As you say, it's a nimble, right? They'll say, "Step aside so we can see."
Go right ahead. I'll move over here and kind of just sit back.
Two of them
I'll,
will approach.
Clear the way.
You know, the fucking city guard are the gangrene and fucking what do you call it of this goddamn game.
I can't stand them.
They
No, it's the
never show-
Nathanos and the Jaina fight.
Yeah, they
So
never
you're gonna
show the
move-
fuck up.
Then they're gonna move next to you, Dreloff. They're gonna look in, look around, see about any damage, see the dagger, see the weapons on him. Right, seems in order. Thank you for protecting the city with your abilities and for disposing of a potentially dangerous situation.
Yep.
The city of Waterdeep thanks you.
And if you could, if you happen to report back to the Force Grey, please let them know that we've taken care of that as well.
We'll note it
Okay.
in the report.
Hey,
Thank you.
Kelly,
And you want?
these guys who checked out the destroyed Nimblewright.
Mhm.
I never moved. I kind of stayed there. When they did they search the body?
They looked in, confirmed it was what you said it was, and that was it.
And they're just buying our story. See, that's suspicious to me. Because last time they were just like they questioned all of us. That's me, honey.
He's hot.
Well, yeah.
But he's hot.
It's just a token, dude.
He's hot.
I know, but it's just a token. It's a picture I picked out to be my character. Have a radish. Go ahead.
I like how the story just immediately turned into an internal conversation.
Oh, geez, sorry about that.
I was tempted to say something about fantasy versus reality, but I don't know what Pant looks like. Pant could look like that. I don't know.
No, I look like Uncle Fester married one of the guys from Duck Dynasty and had a child.
Oh God. I like it.
Anyway, so to draw on that, are you going to ask them if there was anything more they wanted to search, or are you going to follow up on that, or?
Well, they're usually pretty much
So-
like up our butt with a microscope every time there's an incident, and these guys just show up, look at the body, and they're like, "Okay, righto, then we'll see you." That doesn't
Yep.
strike anyone as suspicious.
No,
Uh,
not really.
Julie
I'll-
will ask the guy who seems to be in charge, who's your captain?
He says, "I'm the captain."
Well, who's your captain?
That would probably be the commander.
What's his name?
Geralt.
Okay. No, I just want to, whatever information I can in case someone asks me later.
So I'll ask one of the guards to go. Do you know if the Blackstaff Tower is still open, or is it closed for the night?
He says, the Magi should be bedding down soon. You probably had better luck in the morning.
Okay. I'll bow and say thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. Hold it. And he gestures the guard out. And you're left alone in the alleyway.
So how heavy is this nimble right?
It is fairly heavy. It's been broken into bits and pieces. The metal is of a good heft, and seems to be very well made. I can't give you an exact poundage, but it's
Is it possible where we're at to carry the nimble right back to the tower, back to our troll tower, or troll skull
Troll
manor, or
Tower.
whatever,
probably,
whatever it's called.
It
Okay.
would take a little. You probably have to have Julie carry or Dreloff carry it, but
I would suggest, why don't we take this with us? It might come in useful.
Yeah, Julie will carry it. Yeah, maybe we can make it like a waiter or something.
Right.
You guys have a lot of faith in a killing robot.
Well, we passed a whole bunch of them that are not killing, so obviously we could potentially, possibly reprogram it or something. Waste not, want not, as I say. If it's finally made, we might as well keep it. See if we can get it fixed.
Oh, I'm okay with it.
All right.
Alright.
Well, I guess if it's that late, I guess probably head back to Troll Skull.
okay. Well, you guys, I assume everybody agrees that you're heading back to Troll School, or is there anything else you guys want to do?
No, we probably should head back.
I'm good.
While you're walking back, a couple of folks will give you kind of an odd side eye as you're carrying this construct over your shoulder, mostly out of curiosity over anything, but you're otherwise not really stopped. Those of you with especially higher perceptions will listen as a kid say, "Mommy, it looks like they broke it." Hush, dear, don't stare. That's impolite.
I will. The Sky Whisperer's like, it's okay. Yeah. It was broken, and we're taking it back so we can get it repaired.
Okay. Come along, dear. It's almost bedtime. Good night. And she wanders off. All right. So, wrong page. One more. There we go. You head back to the manor with the dead body of the nimble right and toll.
So, Julie wants to try and reprogram it.
And I'm just gonna drag it there.
Julie will put the nimble right remains on the bar and then go down to his room.
I'll ask Drolf if he could just drag the Nimblewright remains into the kitchen for now. Set it aside. And,
I mean, do we know
we'll
any
deal with it
tinkers
in
in
the morning.
this in Troll Skull Alley?
Well, we know that the
fair is going to be going
fair's going on, but the
on.
hold on, I'll check my notes here.
House of Inspired Hands.
Yes, House of Inspired Hands does repair them and seems to be the all-knowing of them. so we could encounter with them about possibly repairing it or reprogramming it.
But we don't know if they were involved with it either. You don't want to bring them a nimble right that they can track us with.
I don't disagree. If we come up with a better idea, that's fine. That's kind of why I decided to put it in the kitchen for now. We'll readdress in the morning.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but we should probably make contact with the guys who gave us the little nimble right scanner and let them know that we found said nimble right.
Do we know we found said nimble right? This could just be a nimble right that attacked us.
I would say him hiding in a barrel and pretty close to the scene of the crime seems awfully suspicious.
Yeah, and the story was that if we found the one that we were chasing, he would have moved to defend himself, and none of the other ones have.
Yeah, this is the first one that was reactionary to seeing us.
All right, just thought I'd ask.
Do we want to? I mean, does anyone have a way of contacting those two?
No, they typically come knocking on our door, so I'm sure we'll probably see them in the morning.
Well, also, we need to go talk to the guard about our gifts and prizes for making contact with the Bronze Drake.
Well, that's why I asked about the if the tower was still open. They said they were bedding down for the night, so he won't be able to do that until the morning.
I guess we can contact the shadier people tonight, and then the just causier things in the morning.
So no, you're saying you want to go down to the tavern and have a beer is what you're saying. You could have just said that. We do have dwarfs here.
Sorry, who's up for ale?
I'm always up for ale.
That's what I thought. Let's go.
I say if that's what you really wanted to do, that's all you had to say.
We probably should inquire about the name too.
So anyone want to go down and tell Julie that we're going to go off to the tavern and have a beer? See if he wants to join us.
I'll stick my head down the hatch and yell at him. Julie, we're going for a beer.
Okay. I'll go.
All right, onward! And I point out the door and I start walking.
All right. You make your way over to the yawning portal.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Okay. You make your way over to the yawning portal, which is quite busy at this hour. And
So is it like getting close to sundown?
it's probably in the prime of the evening, maybe about 8 o'clock by the time you get here.
Gotcha.
I'll throw
Wow,
a gold
guard
coin
bed's
on the
down awfully
counter
early.
for a round of.
All right. He'll take the gold and he'll give you all around.
I'll kind of look over at Dorloff. It's like I've never seen a dwarf that wasn't cheap with his money, and kind of bow and to him and take my ale.
I don't like to drink alone.
I'll lean over to Julie and be like, well, who do you think we should ask first?
Ask what?
Inquire about the name.
Hey, he says to the bartender guy.
Yep.
Waves him over.
What do you want?
Who Fenrir Stormcastle?
What, the lamplighter?
Julie just shrugs. Who is he?
Some ex-con, I guess. Lights the lamps around town now. I think the guard keep a close eye on him.
Not close enough, apparently.
Julie turns to you and goes, "There you go."
Thanks, Julie. I can always count on you, and I'll give you a pat on the back.
The
Julie
guard
just
not
kinda,
doing their job? Say
Julie
it ain't
just-
so.
Julie just kind of nods sagely at you.
Well, do you want to spend the night looking for him, or do we want to wait till the morning?
Julie would much rather spend the night on the streets looking for this guy than in a bar.
I'll turn to the rest of the group and inform them of what we've just discovered, and ask about what their opinions are.
I will reply that it's an awfully big town. Do we know how to track him down? I mean, other than walking the streets that are lit to find the streets that are not lit. And
Or
Julie-
find a
Julie
street that's
take
not
a
lit
long
and wait.
time.
Julie shakes his head and says, "We have map with X."
I lean over. Hey, Julie, your girlfriend in the back. Go ask her if she knows him.
Julie just
I
shakes
see.
his head.
Actually, Jack gesture's over there, by the way, Julie. You can see Yagra sitting kind of over by herself, nursing a mug. Davil's nowhere to be seen.
Time to make your move.
Yeah,
God.
no. Now, Julie's a little put off by what happened with the setup before, so he's going to temper his enthusiasm for that crowd right now.
I thought Julie was pissed off at us for that setup.
No, they made Julie look like an idiot. Basically, not that that's hard, but I mean,
Okay.
you know, as soon as he realized they suckered him, you know, which is basically what they did.
Gotcha.
No, he's been pouting about it ever since. At least that's how I've been playing it.
Gotcha. I just was trying to figure out where the anger was directed.
Is someone smacking a tin of dip?
No, cigarettes.
No, he's smoking his cigarettes.
Oh, packing his smokes. Okay.
Sorry.
No,
Well,
I just
I look at it at Kay and say, "Well, you want to go looking for him? You know, I'm done with my beer." And look at the dwarfs and say, "You know, I don't think they'll ever be done with their beer, so we can go whenever. They can bring us with it because although if they empty it, they'll just refill it. So we might as well go when we're ready."
Fine.
Well, I want to ask, what do you think our best option of finding him would be? You know, following the lit lights, or do we want to?
We
Find a
have
street that's
map
not lit
with
and wait.
X.
upon
Says
hearing
Julie.
Treveran's right? Got the name right?
Yep.
Durnan, by the way, will say, I wouldn't speak that out quite so loud here, lad. And a couple of commoners are kind of looking at your way, a couple of folks sitting over at the table, Julie, as you kind of say this out loud.
Just in reply to the elf, I'd be like, look around the bar. Plenty of big, fancy, strong lads around here. Just your type, huh?
Who are you saying this to?
Treveran.
I look back and I go, "Yeah, sure, okay. Did someone spike your beer? Because you're talking nonsense again."
Wait, you're not female?
I'll lean over and be like, "That's just him all the time."
Too bad I don't know about what happened between you and Kay. Could go retort, but I'll just fling my hair back and say, "Not really," and then walk out.
Wait, you flung your hair back like a chick
Yep.
flings her hair back?
Yep, exactly.
Hair for that.
Oh, is Mert here?
Julie laughs out loud
Yep.
and points. Ha ha! They thought you were a girl. Ha ha ha!
Mert actually is here. It looks like he is kind of drinking along with a couple of buddies.
What did he give us to do? Other than the
He hasn't
blue
given you.
thing? No.
He did Blue Alley. He hasn't given you anything new since.
I'll lean over to draw and say, "You know, it's kind of odd that the other dwarf would be looking for the old man. I guess old men are his type."
Do you approach Mert?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. He'll look and go, good. Good to see you, my friend. How have you been?
Good. Adventuring and trying to get a bar up and running. You haven't needed any assistance with anything, have you?
He says, well, now that you mention it, I might have something.
Oh, do tell.
He says, well, I'm talking with some friends here. Meet Matrim Merrick. And a young man will extend a mug out in your direction and kind of raise it up. He says, well, this young man here has allied himself with a gang of doppelgangers. He believes the Harpers should recruit them. I need an unbiased opinion. Perhaps you might be able to help with that. If you're willing to stay here overnight, we can get you to speak with their leader.
What time do you say overnight? What time is it, Kill?
Right now, it's about 8 o'clock.
What
Julie's over his shoulder, looking at you, mouthing like no, like waving his hand, no.
what time would you need us here by specifically?
He says, "Oh, probably about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you think?" And Matrim nods. Enough time for them to make their way inside and not arouse too much suspicion. The pay is 50 gold per person.
I don't suppose we could reschedule this till tomorrow. We have some pressing business right now.
What do you say, Matrim? Tomorrow should be fine, yes. Well, we might be able to work it then.
What do you guys think?
You're not over there with him, necessarily.
I'm right next to them. This is
All
Merc,
right.
right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
this
yeah.
what I call it?
It's not necessarily a scale, whatever. You ask them, what do they think? What do you guys think?
If we can push it tomorrow, it'd probably be best to fit our situation.
I just shrugged. Yeah, it works for
Julie-
me.
Julie shakes his head and shrugs.
No, he doesn't just shake his head and shrugs. He goes, yes, and like aggressively up and down.
Were you shaking your head, yes or no?
Yes. I
Okay.
guess. No, Julie's confused. He'll just go with the flow.
Well,
All right.
all right. Even if it wasn't the scale, let's say I walk back to them and tell them that he had a job to do, and that's their opinion.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right. So tomorrow night, then, guys. All right. Yeah. Sure.
Sounds good.
Matrim will say, I will round them up then. Thank you.
Not a problem.
See you tomorrow night, my friend.
By the way, I'm titling this quest Doppelganger Sleepover.
Sure.
And I say to Julie, well, lead on then if you want to leave. We'll follow you up.
Julie's
Tally-ho.
gonna leave and just follow the map to the X.
Okay. Are you all making your way outside and just following the map then?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Following Julie to the best of my abilities.
I'm following
Kent?
Julie.
Okay.
Julie's leading us.
If Julie's leading, Julie, I would like you to make a, let's just call it a survival check with advantage if you're proficient.
I'm sorry, which check?
Survival, and are you if you're proficient with it, I'll let you do it with advantage.
I am.
Okay. You follow the X on the right path. You're not unfamiliar with reading maps. However, because you are traveling more or less towards the late evening, I would also like you to roll a d20. Okay. While you are traveling, I'm going to have to drag you back to the random battle map.
Yay, random battles.
While you are traveling, I'm just
Do you
going
want
to
to put us in
overlay.
formation?
You can go ahead and oops, shoot. You can go ahead and place yourselves wherever you want. Just assume that this is the middle of a street instead of the back of an alley. I'm just going to get rid of a few things.
Which way are
Okay.
we coming from? Are we coming from this way or are we coming from this way?
Let's say you're coming in kind of through one of the smaller streets in town.
This way? All right.
Yeah.
I'll be
Well,
like right there.
that would sure.
There.
You know what? Let's do this.
Whoa.
Oops.
It's too white. Oh.
Sorry.
Racist.
I'm trying to move things. I'm going to say you're moving probably up from this direction, heading north.
Okay.
Oh wow.
All right. As you're moving north, you hear the rumbling of the sewer beneath you. And as the sewer lid pops off, you see an aberration of floating eyes float out and ambush you.
Not much
For
care for that.
initiative. Alrighty. He looks intent on stopping you and just taking you out while he can. Starting with Kay.
Well, I'll do what I do best. I'll run and hit it.
Okay. 19 will hit. All right. So as you hit that creature, it's going to just look at you, and as you come in, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw. All right. You can feel this effect try to overwhelm you, but you manage to shake it off.
Okay.
All right. Rotund, you're up next.
I will close with it and try to swing as well.
All right. As
Go
this
on.
creature has kind of made its way up at this point, as you charge it, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw too.
You want me to do that before the attack?
In this case, yes,
Okay.
because you're the second one in the order.
We didn't rest at all when we
Whoa.
went back to the
Why did that
bar,
roll
did we?
2 times?
If I'll count the 12. It's still a fail either way. Julie, if you want to give yourself hit dice for the short rest, I'll allow you to do that.
But please ignore
Got it.
this. Please ignore this roll real fast. Okay. I don't know why that. I only clicked on it once.
It may have lagged. But as you charge in, all of you watch as he raises his battle hammer. You are stunned.
So can I effectively say I took a short rest? In which case, I
can
can
use-
spend as many hit dice as I want.
As many hit dice as you have available to you, which should be 3. You can spend up to 3 hit dice, unless you used it earlier and I'm mistaken. All right. You are stunned until the start of your next turn.
All right.
And then Julie, you're up once you get your hit points all situated.
Sorry, I'm talking and I haven't pushed my push to talk. Does Julie see him freeze up? Is that evident to him?
Yes. You see him charge in at this creature and then just go limp.
Have we fought these guys before in the sewer?
You fought a creature similar to this in the sewer. This one looks a little bit different. Has a few more eyes.
All right. Yeah, Julie's gonna. He will run up and attack it en passant with his great sword, sweeping over the stunned dwarf.
Okay.
and try to end up behind.
Okay.
You want me to make the save first?
Because you make your way over to his side before you go for the attack, I'm going to say you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, cool.
All right. 16 hits. All right. You take the great sword, come down hard against it. You hear as it kind of hisses.
I will action surge and hit it again.
All right. That hits. All righty. You come down hard against this creature. It looks hurt, but it's still floating. Treverin, you're up.
Very good.
What to do with? You know what? Let's hit him with Chaos Bolt.
Okay. 22 hits. The chaotic energy escaping from your hands. It's going to be either thunder or lightning damage. Your choice. Thunder or lightning.
Let's do lightning.
Okay.
Try to hit him in the eyeball with it.
All right. Because he is facing your direction, actually, I'm going to have you make a wisdom saving throw. Before I forget. Okay. Unfortunately, save the spell slot. You're going to be stunned. You get ready, the magic energy in your hand, you get ready to unleash it, and as you look at this creature, it just feels this overwhelming sense kind of rush over you, kind of dread, and you're just locked up in the moment. All right. This creature. This creature is going to begin by, watch as a couple of the eyes begin to kind of glow with some sort of energy. It's going to begin by firing this at Julie, and it is rotating in your direction since you're the one who hit it. So Julie, I need you to make a con saving throw. Okay, you take 22 necrotic.
Ouch.
It is then going to fire. Do I reroll duplicates? I do. Okay. It's then going to fire this at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. All right. You feel this paralytic effect almost try to overwhelm you, but you manage to resist it. Finally, it's duplicate. There we go. It's going to fire a pushing ray against you. Make a strength saving throw. Okay, you resist it. 2 of these rays hit you. You're badly injured by the necrotic ray. You can feel pretty weakened from it. As the other 2 come back, you just get into a battle roar stance that you learned from your time with the tribe and resist.
Yay!
But the creature is now facing squarely in your direction.
Do I need
Draloff,
to
you're
make
up.
a wisdom save or wait till my turn?
You'll have to wait till your turn.
Yeah.
So it's facing Julie now.
It is now, yes.
So I'm gonna go over here behind it. So I don't have to do the throw, right?
Sorry, I'm looking for how to rotate this creature. Where is it? There it is. There we go. It's facing Julie. All right. What about a throw?
If I go up behind it, I don't have to do the saving wisdom throw, right?
It's not looking at you. You're looking at the back of its head. So at the moment, no. Miss. You sidestep around Rotund, kind of trip a little bit when you're trying to get into your attack with the battle axe, and it just swings wildly into the air.
Okay.
Okay, you're up. Don't forget your rages, by the way.
Give him a smack.
You come down hard against him with your weapon. You hear as this creature begins to hiss. It swings over to one direction of a really, really nasty pain, and then it gets sliced again, and now it's getting a little turned around and a little upset. All right, you done for your turn?
Yep.
All right. Rotund. I believe you're no longer stunned. You're no longer stunned at the start of your next turn. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I assume I dropped my hammer, so I guess I'm going to pick that up. But can I attack if I do that?
You didn't drop your hammer; it just kind of went limp in your hands.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Then
All right.
that's what I'm gonna do.
You take the warhammer, go for the upswing, and this creature manages to shift slowly, but just enough to where the warhammer just whiffs.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. Julie, make a wisdom saving throw. You're stunned.
Yay!
You watch it. You look dead on into this creature, and you feel this overwhelming sense of hesitation, which is unusual. Because, yeah, Treverin, you're up. Oh, yeah, you're no longer stunned at the start of your turn.
All right. Well,
If you want to allow you to use that chaos bolt damage from last time, because I made you roll before I made you do the wisdom save.
I don't mind rolling it again.
Okay.
It is what I'm going to do, though.
Okay, that hits. That's a better roll, sort of, anyway. Force or fire?
I'm gonna do force.
All right. You impact into this creature who is quite stunned and is looking pretty badly injured.
And yep, that's my turn.
Okay. This creature is now going to turn over in K's direction because you crit it. And it's going to begin with an enervation ray. Constitution saving throw from you, please. All right, you take 8 points of necrotic damage.
I'm also resistant to necrotic.
Okay, then you take 4.
Deal.
It's then going to fire. That's a duplicate. Let's try that again. There we go. It's going to fire a paralysis ray at you. Constitution saving throw for that. You are paralyzed for 1 minute. Finally, it's going to fire the last ray over in Treverin's direction. This one's going to be a fire ray. Dex saving throw from you. All right. Treverin, you're taking 20 points of fire.
Well, now I'm down then.
Treverin is down as this ray kind of blasts into him. Turloff, you're up.
So if I hit him, I gotta make the wisdom savings throw, and if I move, he gets to hit me.
Actually, he's not quite looking in your direction. If you move to
Okay.
attack him, though, it's going to be iffy.
Yeah.
At least from where you are. If you want the help, if you rotate around him before you attack, making sure to move that way, then I'll allow you to avoid making the
Actually,
saving throw.
I'm almost forgot my strength of grave.
Charisma saving throw. DC is 5 plus the damage taken. So the DC is going to be 25.
Alright.
All right.
I'm just gonna swing at him.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to make a wisdom save. You're close enough to the central eye that you'll see it.
Wisdom save.
You are stunned. All right. Okay, you're up. You are paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Go ahead. Just going to double check. I think you're going to repeat the save, or is it
I
just
think it's a
straight for
con
one?
save, yeah.
Repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Constitution save.
Nope.
Nope. Rotund, you're up.
Healing word on Treverin, and he's
Mhm.
going to get the entirety of healing word.
Yep,
he's
because
at
of Great
0.
Cleric.
So that
So-
would be. What the hell is healing word? Hold on. Let me link it. Oh, god damn it. I was looking for the
It's
description.
it's 1d4 plus 2 wisdom, so it's going to be 6 hit points.
Yeah, you get 6 hit points back. You're up.
Alright.
And then I'm going
And
to
I
swing.
nod to the dwarf.
I'm going to swing at this thing.
Okay.
Now.
Make a wisdom save.
Yep.
All right. You have already seen into this creature once, and you are no longer affected by it.
Okay.
21 hits. All right. You slam hard at the creature. It's still standing.
Wow. 1d10 plus 3 strength. And I rolled a fucking 1.
Julie, Julie, you're no longer stunned, and it is your turn.
I will try to end its life in
All
as
right.
gentle a way possible by driving my greatsword through its center mass. God! Hate dice. Bonus action, take my second wind.
Okay. 6 hit points back. Treverin, after taking a really nasty fire ray and getting a little bit of healing from the dwarf.
Well, I'm prone, right? So I'll use half my action or movement to stand up.
Done.
And getting kind of tired of this guy, I'm going to hit him with magic missile.
Okay. All right. As your magic missiles impact into this creature, you watch as the magic begins to swirl around it, and it begins to build and build. And as this creature goes into its death throes, it will actually explode. I need anybody within 10 feet to make a dexterity saving throw.
Except I can't because I'm paralyzed.
You automatically fail it then.
Yep.
Oh, then I feel it too. Then
So 2 of you can make the save. Julie, you'll need to make the save.
Alrighty.
I rolled, but I rolled an 11.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Dexterity save from Julie.
Julie.
All right, that is enough. You're going to take half damage. Those of you who failed or otherwise can't roll are taking 13 points of force damage. Julie, you take 6. And this creature dies with the sound of an arcane explosion from World of Warcraft.
Anything left of the body, or did it like just explode all over the place?
It kind of exploded all over the place. There's bits of goop kind of that are just kind of beginning to drip back down into the sewers.
As we're sitting here in the alleyway, and we're still about our business,
Eventually, you guys are no longer paralyzed.
right. I would like to spend 10 minutes and cast this as a ritual.
All right. 13 healing hit points back to everybody.
Good. Good. This long day. And when everyone's ready, we'll continue on towards the X on the map.
All right.
Tally ho.
Okay.
Bear with me a
How's
minute.
everybody looking for hit points? Just as a.
I am looking healthy.
2/3. I mean, I got my boots on. I can walk into battle.
Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. I moused that
He's
up
not
wrong.
there because you rode at night. I need to reload because everything's out of place now. All right. You arrive into the general vicinity of the alley and where Fenris Storm Castle's house is. It looks like, based on the X, that the house itself is the one right here in front of you.
Oh, was there anything? I know it exploded. Was there anything in that, like, chunks?
Nah.
Okay. Fuck did my phone go? Hang on. Hey, real fast. I'm just muting myself. If something major happens, shout at me. I can hear you.
Okay.
Did you reload, Kelly?
Yep.
Okay.
You arrive in this alleyway where the X is. It is in the Trade Wards district,
Okay.
and you believe it to be this house in front of you.
Where's the door at?
Is there
It
a
looks-
symbol over the door?
No, but you can see a small sign that directs the entrance over towards what appears to be the back alleyway.
What about this little side door here?
That looks like it might lead into a shop.
Well, let's go where the sign leads.
Is this all blocked off?
There's
This
some there's some rubble there that leads into the back alley, but it's easy to kind of shift through. It looks like maybe he comes out of the. If you'd have to guess, if he came out of the back alley, he probably goes up the alleyway itself. As you shift your way over there, Kay, you notice that the door is standing open to the house.
I will ready my sword and shield and kind of carefully peek inside.
Peeking inside, you can see what appears to be blood on the floor.
I will push my way in.
The place has clearly been ransacked as you push your way inside. There is different spatters of blood across the room. There appears to be another door which leads into what you think might be a kitchen.
Guys, we have an issue.
Yeah, I can't get through the door.
Yeah? I'll get this out of the way. Try now.
Yep, I'm in.
Okay. Kay, as you open the door into the kitchen itself and peer inside, you can see even more blood. And you can see. In fact, as you look around, what's your passive perception?
10.
10? Okay. You just see bits of pools of blood everywhere. Drill off what's yours.
Hold on, my freaking list. Did you say perception?
Yeah, yours is 9.
Next thing I was gonna say was I'm gonna see if there's any like slices in the walls, any signs of obviously there's blood, so like anything that someone might have been struggling over or anything like that.
Sure. Treverin, you don't notice any bodies. You do notice as you make your way inside the kitchen that painted on the you do see that the blood is fresh, and the blood on the floor of the walls is fresh, and painted on the kitchen wall in front of you is a circle with 10 equidistant lines that radiate outward from the circumference, which at this point you recognize as the symbol of Xanathar.
Julie's staying outside watching for the guard, who's actually going to suggest that he watch this one. He watch down that way and have Rotund, since he was outside, watch down that way. But it's all good. He's going to just stay there and keep watch of the main street.
So looking
No, I can do that.
around, you said that the blood on the floor, blood on the wall is fresh. Do we see? And you say it was ransacked. Is there any particular area that was ransacked more?
It looks like the kitchen especially.
And
I guess.
does it look like whoever's here got what they were looking for? I mean, is it
Hard to say.
okay? So what I would like to do then, just in case, is specifically investigate the area for like any type of secret compartments in the walls or in the floor. And I don't see shit.
You don't see shit.
I want to see if does the blood trail lead outside at all? Is there any type of like drops or anything like that go outside?
There's some evidence of a drag mark that leads out of the kitchen and into the main room, but there's nothing to suggest that the body itself was dragged out into the back alley somewhere.
Well, I'm gonna start poking and prodding around the house then to see if the body is here somewhere.
Make an investigation check. You
You
don't
see just
see
a little
shit.
bit more than I do.
I use the lantern of revealing.
Okay. There are no secret doors or passageways here. It seems like it's simply just a very small, simple alleyway. And peering around as best as you can, if there's any evidence of a body here, it's been taken out of the alley, taken out into the alley somewhere else.
Looking out in the alley, is there any like sewer grates or that?
Not that you immediately see.
Okay.
Any barrels that can hold a body?
Possibly, but if you take the time to inspect, you don't see it. Whoever did whatever with the body, it seems like they've taken it away from here.
And no indication of which direction it went.
The only
No.
sign we have
Oh.
is the Xanathar guide.
As you are kind of watching, however, walking down the alleyway from the north, you see a tall, graceful-looking woman wearing an emerald green coat who approaches you. She pulls off the hood, which reveals long silver hair billowing out from underneath. She says, "I'm afraid if you've come looking for Fenris Stormcastle, you're too late. We've already had guards search the area. It appears Xanathar may have gotten to him first. He did have something in his possession, which I was hoping to retrieve for the city. I've heard a little bit about you. Any chance you'd be willing to help retrieve it?"
I kind of look puzzled at her, and because she's all alone in an alley, and say, "Who might you be, if you don't mind me asking?"
She kind of smiles and says, "If you've spent any gold within the city, I'm surprised you don't recognize it. My face is on every one of the coins."
Oh shit.
As she mentions this, go ahead and make a history check, everybody. Those of you who get higher than a 10 and take a quick note at your gold coins recognize this is Lady Lariel Silverhand, Open Lord of Waterdeep, and daughter of Mistra.
And she's out here by herself.
She is out here at the moment by herself, though she appears to be in a cloak.
If you don't mind me asking, we haven't had the best relationship with the guards. You sure you want us helping with it?
Julie kind of nudges you a little bit, pointing his sword at her defensively, not threateningly, but in a pose, and says, "Doppelgangers at the tavern, remember? Why
She
she
says-
be out here? Why she be out here by herself?"
She says, "I'm no stranger to combat, and I've seen my long share of fights. I assure you I can handle myself. Besides, it would not do good for me politically to be seen cavorting in such unpleasant circumstances."
If we know she's the daughter of Mistra, I would assume that we know she can pretty much handle herself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, if we retrieve this item for you, what's really in it for us at that point? Since
She
we
sighed.
probably know exactly what item you're referring to, and kind of give a inquisitive look.
She sighs and says, "The gold that item leads to, the Stone of Galore, was embezzled by the former Lord of Waterdeep, my estranged colleague, Lord Daggold Neverember. I'm afraid that between the thieves' guilds of the city, they seek to steal it from themselves, and based on your mention, it seems like you'd be wanting a piece of it for yourselves. By retrieving the stone, you would be returning the gold to the people of Waterdeep, where it belongs.
Half, says Julie.
I respond, yeah, I mean, how do we know? We know the stories and the rumors of the embezzlement, but we also have heard contradictory stories about that event.
How so?
Well, yeah, just certain inquiries and people we've come across believe that the money was not embezzled.
Where did
So
they
we're
believe the money
trying
came
to-
from?
All good questions.
Who cares? Julie looks over at you and says, "Who cares?" And then looks back at her and says, "We get stone for you. You give us half."
Make a persuasion check, Julie.
These dice hate me. I swear to God.
She says, I'll tell you what. At the very least, perhaps we can help each other out. I have reason to believe that the attack that you see there was done by the Xanathar Guild. Now, I know the location of a hidden location within the sewers. Over in the southern ward, there's an old cellar complex that we believe they may be operating out of.
Okay,
Is
we'll
this
crack
the
his
same
knuckles.
location that we were at last time when we encountered them?
Are you asking her?
No, I'm kind of asking outside at the moment. I'm trying to.
You don't know.
I'm trying to decide is she describing the same place we had already been, and that way I can counter my question.
Okay. The place you went to before was in the dock ward. She's talking
Okay.
about a place in the southern ward.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
So in the southern ward.
Yes.
Okay.
It wouldn't do to have the guard cavorting around in the sewers, on a goose chase, and I'm afraid sending them into the lion's den may simply cause harm to themselves. If you're willing, I could use some outside assistance to make their way down. If you're willing to talk more after you search the location, please get in touch with my contact, a man by the name of Ronquan Mysteri, who operates a theater.
Where's the theater at?
It is the Seven Masks Theater, close to the Castle Ward, just north of the market.
I look at her and I say, all right, we will go check out this location, and then we will get back in touch.
She will mark it on your map. I don't know, Skyrim style. It says, I cannot promise you half of the gold, but I hope I can hear from you. I hope I can hear from you soon.
I'll go ahead.
She finishes. Whatever your beliefs, know that the people of Waterdeep deserve a better life than the one that was stolen from them 10 years ago.
I'll kind of look at her and I say, gold isn't the only way for us to get paid, and I'll kind of just leave it open-ended like that.
She raises an inquisitive eyebrow, pulls up her hood, and begins to wander away.
Well, we have a lead, I suppose.
Is everyone healthy enough to go now? That's the real question.
I mean, I'm good.
I would like to take
I was like,
a rest, even a short rest to get back my second wind and action surge would be good.
It's probably about 11 o'clock at night at this point.
I mean, do we head in during the night when it's most dangerous, or do we wait until the morning? I mean, I guess either way, it's Xanathar Guild, so it's dangerous, but
my 2 cents is that probably your spellcasters have spent a lot of spell slots and have not had a chance to recover them. And I'll leave it at that.
I'm okay with. Well, let's do this then. We'll rest up at the Troll Skull Tavern. We talk to the guard in the morning. We head to Xanathar's Guide after that. Then we also are the Xanathar's Guild, and we also get some free magic items from what I heard. So, wouldn't hurt to be a little more enforced before we head down there.
And I completely agree with that. We do need to claim our reward for the dragon incident. Droloff, you're awfully quiet.
Holy.
I'm there. Sorry, I was blowing my nose.
Any?
As long as I'll follow y'all, as long as I get ale some point.
Good plan.
Just had ale.
Get rest, then go.
I like how you just said he just had ale.
That was a
Alright.
good 30 minutes ago.
I walked since then.
Elf lady, not very smart. Says just-
I say let's retire to Troll Skull at this point then, and reconvene in the morning.
Hold on, guys. Yeah. Hold on.
I'm just going to drag you over to Troll Skull.
No, I did
Under the
not.
assumption that you head back to rest.
Elf lady, Julie says, Elf lady, not very smart. We go to place she say. We get stone. We get all treasure.
She's not an elf, she's human.
I'll
Okay.
look at Julie and say, gold is not the only reward we could get, and I'll leave it at that, and I'll retire to the room.
As you walk away, I'll give you like the wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Freaking pervy elf.
Wait, did my stuff get delivered to my room yet that I bought?
No, you're still sleeping on the floor.
They're still renovating it.
Damn. Well, I guess before I head off, I'm gonna continue to clean up the frickin' library because I want that shit done.
Yeah, it's been less than 24 hours since you placed the order. It's going to take some time. All right. You all go to bed?
Yep.
Yes.
Sure.
The night goes by without much of a hitch, unless there's anything else you want to do in the middle of the night or anything in particular.
I don't know. The warlock might take the other dwarf back to the top of the gal's tower.
Give yourselves the benefits of a long rest, and then I'm having you guys all go up to level 4.
Oh, that's right. You did say we were on the cusp of leveling.
So as a reminder, in case you forgot, go over to the settings on the far right and launch the Level Plus Character Mancer.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Oh, shit roll.
Better than mine.
Would you roll one?
Yep.
One.
I had been good for rolling up until now.
I have lost every round.
Level 4, 19 hit points.
Going good.
Yeah, but for a sorcerer or a wizard, that's not uncommon.
No.
Just
Oh,
because it's not uncommon doesn't mean it's good.
I can't click on feat skill. I think he might
Yeah,
have
I
been
can't either.
disabled.
Hang on.
I don't
Let
think
me
I'm
look.
taking a feat, but I can't click
I
on
would-
it.
I was gonna look because I thought about it.
Increase in feats. Let me take a look at something. Hang on.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's there. It's just grayed out, and I can't click it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Stop. Wait a minute.
Yeah, there's also something weird with the sorcerer at level 4. I don't know what it is.
I'm not choosing a feat. I'm doing straight. What do you call it? 2 to my wisdom.
Let me take a look at something.
Do I get a new cantrip? At 4?
Possibly. Possibly.
Yes, a lot of us do. Yep, that's what it is. I got a cantrip and a new spell. And it,
I'll say this: if you want to add a feat, we'll add it in manually. Just skip that part of the level up, and then we'll just punch it in manually.
Delia.
You said no unearthed arcana, correct?
No Unearthed Arcana in this one. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Now Blade Master looked good, but okay.
Bah. My magic level is the next level. Okay, I got all my stuff put in.
It could be that. Yeah, I think they just have feats disabled in the Character Mancer for now. They're probably gonna add it in the future. So
Yeah, I just
if
added
you
2 points to my strength.
if there's, like I said, if there's a feat you want to add, just tell me what it is. We'll add it in manually.
I was able to use the something feats thing at the top, and I got to put it in, and it did everything for me.
The feats were enabled for you.
Oh, hold on, let me see what it was called.
Guys, just so you're aware, it is 4th of July, like fireworks here.
Mhm.
So I'm going to have to check on the dog a good bit. So I may
fine.
be up and down. I forgot that they were having it tonight. I thought it was this weekend, but I guess common sense would say the night before. He doesn't freak out too much, so should be okay.
Go ahead and take your time. Just look over your stuff.
Just to check, Killy, my wisdom went up to 16. How does prepared spells that should affect my spells by 1?
It should, yes.
So I should be able to prepare another level 2.
So level 4, level 3, you should have 7 spells prepared outside of your domain spells.
Oh, it should be 7?
Yep, 7 outside of your domain spells, which are always prepared.
I'm probably going to swap out prayer healing. I don't know for what yet, but I probably will. And I'll be right back. I'm sorry, guys. I just.
Okay.
All right. So next level is when I get that. Cool.
Next level is when you get what?
Extra attack. I attack twice when I attack.
Yep.
And fast movement increases my speed by 10 feet.
Mhm.
Cool. Ooh, storm just rolled in. That was loud. Yep, here comes the dog. Bat out of hell.
You guys all waiting on me?
No, I'm still doing stuff.
No.
Okay.
Like I said, take your time.
Yeah. I have the spell figured out. It's the cantrip that's I'm having difficulty trying to figure out what I want to use.
That's always the hard part.
I'm done.
Did you go stat increase or do you want to feed?
No, I just bumped my strength to 18.
Okay.
I just bumped my charisma 18. What a coincidence.
I was going to. There's so many cool weapon feats, but I know it sounds silly, but I'm waiting to see if Julie gets any kind of magical weapon. I want to capitalize on that, and then I'll pick a feat to go with it. I don't want to pick like, you know, something really cool for his sword, and then get like a magic pole arm or something like that. Then he's like, whatever.
Fair enough.
I know I have an 18 AC now, though, which is kind of cool.
Are you?
I just got 2 dexterity and we're in scale mail, which is 14. So I'm at 16 plus the shield, which puts me at 18.
I'm at 19 strength.
18 AC is a little ridiculous for a warlock, but that's absolutely okay.
Well, I am playing a melee lock, though.
That's true.
I kind of built this guy to be more of a disruptor than anything. He'll just kind of go on the blade and just kind of shit on people's day, so.
Mm.
And then I need to change out my invocation, so it'll give me an option to do that this time. Because there's one I thought I could get it 4 for being a Pact of the Blade. Where was it? Or is it 5th?
For whatever reason, it's telling me I have 11 charges of action surge. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, if it says it, man, it's got to be right.
Now you got 1 second wind and you got 1 action surge. That's it.
Yeah, no, I realize. I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. Not yet, anyway.
And I have 3 rages.
Took the average hit points again.
Yep.
Before I do this, Kelly, one quick question.
Mhm.
Is Mage Hand, when you summon it, is it something physical?
It's considered physical for the purposes of picking stuff up and everything, yes. I mean, yeah, you can't have the mage hand go through a window, for instance. You can conjure it inside on the other side of a window, but you can't have it move physically through a window.
Would it be considered a creature?
No, it doesn't have hit points or statistics of its own.
Okay. One moment. Trying to figure out how to take advantage of this spell that I just found. minor illusion's probably the same thing, right? In that
Yeah,
respect.
it's
Yeah,
not
okay.
physical.
Yeah.
Not physical, not treated as a creature.
All right. Do this. Just because I think that'd be kind of fun to mess around with. And okay. All right. I am.
I don't understand why Ray of Enfeeblement is a concentration, even though I can just use it on an action.
Because you're focusing a ray consistently on the target.
But it's just I use it, I make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. Oh, until I stop casting it. I don't
Because
fucking
you
want that.
concentrate. Yeah, you concentrate on it for a minute.
Gotcha. I don't want that. What else can I pick?
I picked a good one for a necromancer character I created. What was it?
This is my Zenith.
Ray of Sickness. Range spell attack, 2d8 poison, con save, or become poisoned until the end of your next turn.
I don't think I have the option to pick that up.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I know what I wanted. I'm an idiot.
Yeah?
You heard it here first. All right, Kelly, I'm done.
Okay.
Sorry,
Julie's
it took so
done.
long. I ended up changing my what I was going to do with them.
That's fine. Julie's done, Dralof's done, you're done.
Till you don't know how close I was to taking the feat to get myself Toll the Dead again. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it twice. But I do love that spell.
One of the most powerful cantrips in the game.
Yep. It's the most fun, too.
Yeah.
Can you link it?
Toll the Dead?
If you go into your information page and type it in, I'll show you. You point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air. Target must succeed on the wisdom save or take 1d8 necrotic. If it's missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic. Limited
Oh,
to
wow.
cleric, warlock, and wizard.
Toll the Dead.
Yes.
That's what I had on my Necromancer when I made him.
That's what I
Very,
had on my
very good spell.
Sorcerer in the other campaign. I used it a lot.
Well, like totally injured. Yeah, that is pretty cool for a cantrip.
Here, I'll be right back, guys. I'm done though, so whenever you guys are good.
You are? Okay. Kent, are you there? I think we're waiting on Kent. I'll say this while we're going ahead and waiting on him. While you kind of rise up in the morning, morning comes, the day is yours. There's nothing untoward or unexpected that kind of happens as far as anything else goes.
So, what I'll do then is I'll get up early in the morning and I'll head over to the tower.
Blackstaff Tower.
Yes, Blackstaff Tower to report back to the Force Grey. That we talked to the dragon and showed him, set up our deal and tell him, that the dragon is actually now a defender. If the city should ever be attacked, and it should be treated as a citizen of Waterdeep.
She, upon hearing that information, she gets a little taken aback, and she says, "Impressive. Not only did you manage to peacefully treat with a dragon, avoiding any sort of harm to the city, you managed to convince it to aid us in a desperate hour."
And I believe that is the best of both worlds.
Agreed.
He's unlike any with my history and any dragon I've ever heard about or ever read about. He's definitely a unique creature and should be treated with respect.
Your insight is keen, and it has helped the city a great deal. We thank you for your service, and it will not go unrewarded. She will nod to one of the men nearby, who will open a chest and pull out what looks like a bag, and she will take the bag from his hands and give it to you, and says, "I believe every good adventuring party has a good need of one of these."
And I will graciously take it and bow and says, "Yes, we definitely could make great use of this item. Thank you."
Your service to the Grey Hands is noted. We may have work for you in the future. Thank you.
Yep. And then I'll nod and take the bag and walk out and head
Okay.
back to Troll Skull and let them know what we got.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Is there anything as far as prayer healing goes that you wanted to replace now, or are you just keeping that as your prepared spell in the arm?
You know what? Let's just keep what it is there now.
Okay. Next time you take a long rest, you can change it out.
No problem.
So we'll do that. Make sure you note that. Treverin made his way over to Blackstaff Tower. Did the whole turn-in quest for the dragon. You guys got a bag of holding now.
Oh, cool.
You want Julie to hold on to that? I'll keep track of it like I did before.
Yep. I will gladly hand Julie the bag of holding and say, only put valuable stuff in there. Hand it to him.
No, I'll treat it just like I treated it with Will.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because I've got a
you're
whole
all
bag
good.
of holding spreadsheet tab built out, and it's easy.
Yep.
I have columns for whatever we might put in there. Cool. So noted.
Kelly, just since we took a long rest, I switched back to my autumn phase.
Okay.
Since we know we're going to be into stuff today.
Alrighty. Anything else you guys would like to do in the morning?
All right, guys, I'm back.
What you missed, Treverin turned in the quest for the dragon. You guys got a bag of holding now.
Oh, hey, good shit.
Julia is currently holding onto it. He's going to handle it just like he did on Will. So,
Delia.
all right. Anything else you want to do in the morning?
That's all I had.
Not I, Bark the dog.
What you doing?
I'm gonna go to the X on the map, I guess.
Yeah, I
no,
guess
not
we're
the
heading
X.
to
The where that well, yeah, where she marked on our map.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Southern Ward.
Yep.
All right. Under the assumption that you all make your way there.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not lagging like hell this time. You make your way towards a location. I'll pull up my notes here.
Oh, Achille, I was watching one of the streamers the other day who uses Roll20. He
Mhm.
said one of the things with the lighting is it's lag when you have a lot of monsters. If it's also set for sight, you turn off the sight on all the monsters, so it's not rendering their stuff into the algorithm.
Oh,
So
that makes sense.
yeah, so I meant to tell you that earlier, and I forgot. But yeah, he was showing tips and tricks on how to use Roll20. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
So-
I think most of the monsters within the thing default have it turned off, or at least they have it turned off now. They emit light, so maybe that might be it.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly,
don't know.
right now,
Because they don't need to see, so.
Right now, what?
I do need 120 dark vision.
Ah, okay. It'll change. Okay. So you make your way down towards this into this small location that kind of leads down into the sewers through a small sort of building that kind of covers the area. As you make your way down, you see. I have to have two notes up here at the same time. Hang on, bear with me a minute. This is how it splits the notes. It's a little convoluted. All right. You make your way down through this chamber along stone steps and come across a locked iron-bound wooden door. On it is a sign that says, in common, sewer access, authorized city officials only.
That's us.
We are authorized.
And,
I-
So we pick. Can Julie pick the lock?
Do you have thieves' tools?
No.
No.
Can K break the lock?
You could try.
Before
I'm
K,
going to
before K
make my
does,
weapon into a
Well,
warhammer.
God damn it! Before K does it, I'm going to cast guidance on him.
But before
It's
Kay
gonna-
actually tries breaking the lock, I'm just going to push on the gate to see if it's rusted or something that opens.
It's not
Or we-
rusted, and it is
Okay.
very much locked.
Okay, just want to make sure before we go through all that effort.
What does guidance do?
Gives you a 1d4 on any ability check.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm making a hammer and I'm bringing it down hard.
Athletics check.
Ha.
Bang! There's a bang that echoes throughout the sewers.
I I will turn it back into its sword form and shrug.
Did you add the what do you call it to your what's
No.
athletics based off of?
Strength.
Strength. Which he has a -1 in.
Right. So roll a d4 and roll that, and maybe you get a +2 on there.
Nothing changes. Bang.
Okay.
Looking around the gate, do we see any other avenues? Like, is the floor made of dirt?
The floor is made of stone.
Floor is lava.
Floor is lava. We're floating. uh,
I'll try to hit it with the hammer.
All right, strength, athletics check. What? Crack! You cracked the lock, and where Kay abysmally failed, you managed to easily break the lock, and the door
What
swings
door?
open.
What door?
That door.
No, I meant I hit it so hard. What door?
Oh, gotcha.
I will step inside.
Okay. You can see a small stone pathway that continues along to the south. Next to it, you see deep sewers that also flow to the south.
Well, onward, I suppose, lads.
south or north?
Well, you can't go north. That's a wall.
Well, you can, but you're going to
You
be
can
treading
walk in
through
the sewer if
water.
you want.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow the wall.
Rotund, do you jump in the sewer?
I'll
Rotund
jump
jumps
in
in the sewer to
sewer.
take a bath.
Rotund, what now?
Am I drowning? Is it like that deep?
It's deep enough that you'll be immersed in it.
Well, then I'm
For
not
you?
jumping in.
Okay. In that case, you're still on the stone walkway.
I didn't realize that was the water and that was the land. It was
Yeah. 5-foot stone walkway, 5-foot sewers that flow, and the sewers are, you don't know how deep, it's too murky to tell. Deep enough that you surmise you'll sink.
So, Kelly, I see this open way. Is the sewer water running into?
So there's a stone ledge that kind of goes over this way and continues along to the south. You can see that, yes, the sewer water does divert off to your east into
Okay. So it's going that way.
Yeah.
Okay. all right.
Refresh my memory because I was on the phone first and what do you call it? Who does she think took the stone?
Who did you what now?
Who does
She just said.
go
She
ahead.
just said Xanathar Guild took the.
Okay,
She believes took the stone.
thank you.
Yeah, she said that she believed this location to be a Xanathar Guild hideout, possibly where they took the stone.
Okay.
And she encouraged you to go there and look for it because it would be unbecoming of the city to send guards to an unknown situation.
All right, fair enough. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna step here and look both directions and see if there's anything, like any symbols on the wall that we obviously be looking for the Xanathar symbol painted somewhere. I believe the last time it was like yellow was the markings that we were looking for.
There are no discernible markings here. It looks like that. There's well, hang on, let me check something.
So nothing in this area on the walls or anywhere where I can still see.
I'm sorry, I take that back. There is a Xanathar Guild mark right here.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
My apologies. The notes are spread differently between because
No,
you
that's
can
fine.
use this location for a couple of different situations
So-
based on the game.
Yep, I'll point out that hey, the markings here. It looks like we might have to go into the ugliness anyway if we want to go east, or we can continue south and see if it comes back around.
I don't feel like swimming.
All right, then head on.
Julie-
Go to south then.
All right.
I'll save you time. You make your way south for a little bit. You just wade through a stone walkway and smell sewers for about 15 minutes before it leads to a dead end.
Okay. And no doors, no secret passages or anything.
Nah, not that direction.
Oh, okay. All right, we're back where we were.
It leads to what looks to be other older complexes, but peering inside, they're empty, or they look like they, maybe go to some random business that happens to have a basement that gets close to the sewers.
Looking at the symbol on the wall, does it look like there's any like depressions or maybe like loose stones that may push that may raise a platform or anything?
Now you look at the stone, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the only way through is trudging through the sewer water.
Okay. I'll turn back. Look, guess you're going swimming, dwarf, and walk on in.
The water kind of goes up to about waist high for those of you who are taller. For the dwarves, it goes probably up to their chest. As you're wading your way through the water, where is it? Hang on. I do need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. All right. You wade your way through the sewer.
Yep.
Is this a
Is
door?
this
right
a
here?
door?
Yes.
Is it locked?
Hang on. My name and notes. Handle them. You make your way over towards that door, and it is made out of rusted iron and is set into a wall above a dry, 1 foot wide stone ledge. It looks like the lock corroded a long time ago.
Where's Julie?
Julie, I assume you're joining the rest of your compatriots in there.
Julie's watching our back. He's bringing up the rear.
Okay.
While they're looking at the door, I'm just looking down this path. I assume this goes into a dead end.
It looks like it might lead to some other artery of the sewers.
Okay. Is there any more of our Xanathar symbols in this area?
There is one hanging close to the door.
Hey, Rotund, can I use your hammer on the?
Or you could have me do it.
Yeah, give it a whack.
Well, wait a minute.
I
The
thought you were a
lock's fucking
dwarf. Why don't you smack it open?
The, the,
Axe,
the
and
lock's
it's iron.
the lock's long since corroded. Did you try opening it?
Will it open gently?
It creaks as you open it loudly.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm going in. Or not.
It's still blocked, Kill.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
You're good. I didn't think you got what he meant.
My bad. Sorry.
Or crap.
I will step in.
Okay.
Oh, I can see those people.
As you step in, move you up here so that you guys have to occupy different locations. I'm missing a character token here somewhere.
Somebody's standing on top of one.
Sure, Baron.
Oh, I got kicked out.
I'm moving you because you can't all be on top of one another. There. You two entered it first.
Julie will go last. We'll watch our back.
Okay. As you enter in, Dreloff, 2 goblins hiding behind arrow slits are going to fire arrows at you. And one of them is going to pierce you for 4 points piercing damage. They're also going to cry out a warning in Goblin. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, it's a lot better than I thought it was going to go.
Right?
Oh, I felt
Single-
that.
The Palestinian rolls 21.
It's not the first time this dwarf has been pierced.
Pakistani, get it right. Yep.
I'm sure they all look alike to you.
Look, if you're going to role play an orc, basically, then I'm going to treat you like an orc.
I'm role playing a human who acts like an orc.
Julie, you're up first.
Can Julie make his way past anybody, or is it too tight?
It's a little too tight,
Then
unfortunately.
he will hold his action, planning to rush whoever he can once he gets an opening.
Okay, you're holding your action to move. The goblins are going to use their action to fire their arrows once again at Dreloff. Both will hit. 12 points piercing damage. All right, Rotund, you're up next. You can see your compatriots in front of you, but the way ahead is too blocked off.
Yeah. Going to cast Shield of Faith on Draw.
All right, Dreloff, while that's on you, you're getting, a bonus 2 to your AC.
And I'm just making sure because Shield of Faith is a bonus action.
Mhm.
I cannot cast Cure Wounds on him like and get close, right?
No, because you already
Because it'd be
burned
two.
a spell slot.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
you
right.
could use an action
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
cantrip, but that's it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Just making sure.
Yep. All right. Anything else, Deirdre?
No, I'm kind of packed in here like a sardine. So no.
Okay. Kay, your turn.
I'm
You can
pushing past
kinda-
him.
Okay. I'm going to say make an acrobatics check.
Fucking hell. Oh my god.
You both fall prone.
Can I still use half my movement to stand back up?
Yes, but I'm going to say that's the entirety of your movement.
That's fine. Can I at least... I guess I'll just still behind him.
You can kind of see the goblin through the arrow slit, but it's hard.
I'll just wait. I'll
Okay.
raise my shield and just kind of wait.
Treverin,
All right. So I can kind of see in the room, correct?
kind of, sort of. You can't see the
Go ahead.
you can't see the goblins who are shooting your compatriots.
I don't want to see it gone. Can I at least see the arrow slit and the wall
Kinda,
around
sorta.
it? Okay.
Kinda,
Is
sorta.
can I validate that the wall is made of stone or earth?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna cast mold earth on the arrow slits to close them up.
Okay.
You know, the best thing would be is if you waited until the goblins were about to fire their next, what do you call it, and then did it.
Okay. You can close one of them. You can't close
Okay.
both of them at the same time.
Fair enough. I close one of the arrow slits completely to try the one that is directly inside of Droloff. That I'm trying to protect him as much as I can for the next round.
Okay. I'll say you close the front one here then.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. That one, you hear. What the heck? Drotloff, you're up. You've been
All
pushed prone by the lantern behind you. Or by the Asimar, excuse me.
So what I do, have to waste a movement to get up, or
You'll have to use half of your movement to get up. So you'll have, I'm going to say, about 10 feet of movement left.
that would be I'm gonna come on prone and move to here.
2 squares.
And there's a slit in front of me, right?
Yart.
Can I poke my javelin through the slit and try to hit that goblin?
You can try. Go ahead and make an attack. He's still going to get cover bonus for it, so. Nope. You take the javelin, you get it through, he backs up, seeing it come through, and he kind of steadies his arrow. Julie, you're up. And I got to make some more initiative calls because now we're into the thick of it.
So now
we
we've
get-
discovered the horde.
Can Julie get by yet?
No.
Well, then I guess
Well,
I'm really not doing much more than nothing. Can I
My token still
get
showing me.
any kind of angle that I can even shoot at anybody? I don't think. No. Nope. Okay, I guess until my party gets their act together, I'm just kind of hanging out.
All right. You hold your action. The goblins go next. They're going to, seeing Julie make his way forward. As soon as I get my things in
No,
place.
Julie's not making his way forward. You just told me he can't.
Sorry. I said seeing the party make its way forward.
Ah, okay.
All right, this guy had the arrow slit closed on him, so he can't do much else from here. He is going to shift down, and he is going to fire at you. The other one is just going to fire at you through the arrow slit.
It's still showing me as prone, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I'll get. Because you have Shield of Faith, that one will miss. Actually, no, I take that back. Shield of Faith brings you to 18. 18 attack ties, that one will still hit. The 10 will miss still. 3 points of piercing. That's their turn. Rotund, you're up next. You can
Rot-
try to push through K, but you'll need to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, hold on. Is Kay still prone?
No, I'm up.
No. He's up.
Oh, I was just gonna walk over top of him.
I mean, you're the perfect height. You could probably walk between my legs.
You can try to push him back down again if you really want.
You fucking dick.
You know what? Let's go with that. I'm gonna. I'm gonna try and push past.
Thanks for the resurrection 3 levels ago. Get down, dick.
Well, to be fair, I just wanted to make sure that there's nothing romantic between us. So
Okay.
I hope you push me and land on top of me, you dick.
all right. That's not going to go
Okay.
well for you. I'm a fucking heavy ass Thor.
Okay, are you gonna literally try to push him in
Yeah,
front of you?
yeah.
Okay, make an athletics check.
All right.
And then K, if you're resisting, make an opposed athletics check.
I would
Well,
hesitate
can't
to
beat
say he can't really resist because all of a sudden he'd be hit from like his like back and shoulders, like just.
Okay. You are focused on the battle ahead when suddenly you feel a force behind you knock you back down to your knees.
God damn it.
Okay, and I'm going to close distance to him and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Hold on.
He walks. A heavy dwarven cleric walks over your back. And Dreloff, you get 7 hit points back.
Can I use this moment to take my held action and move forward?
You can try to. Yeah, I'll say you can walk over K as well.
Fucking dick.
Julia looks down as he walks over him and goes, "Get it together, man."
Oh my god.
Come on, this is what we do.
This creature is going to fly over here, and he doesn't really have a good angle. Whoops. Into the arrow slits, so he's going to just hold an action. You're done. All right. These guys are... going to move forward and ready in action, and then there's a non-combatant who's going to retreat and kind of hide. All right. Stumbling out of the door next to you, you see a large, fleshy creature who looks drunk off his ass. He's going to stumble forward and taking a battle axe in 2 hands, he is going to drunkenly try to slash it down on top of you, Rotund. Or excuse me, on top of Draloff. I just need to double check the poison condition to make sure it's not disadvantage. It is disadvantage. That's what I thought. All right. And that is not going to hit because of the Shield of Faith and because of the disadvantage. Actually, you blocked anyway. All right. You see this creature stumbling out of the room next to you. He takes this large battle axe, tries to slam it down on top of you with both of his hands. You just raise your shield and block it. Okay. Everyone is walking all over you.
I will stand back up.
All right.
How do I want to do this? I will cast.
How do you want to do this?
I'll cast Darkness.
Okay. From where?
I want to try and do my best to put it as far over in this corner so it envelops this room.
You can't see that corner.
I can see through the arrow slit.
Not that arrow slip. He closed it off, remember?
Well, I can see through this one then because I have light right here somewhere. That's not from
Yeah.
that one then. So I can put it like right there.
I think you're seeing that through my.
No, I turned that off on this map. You
Alright.
can... Hang on. Drag yourself back. You can cast it more or less on top of the goblin. That's what you can do. On
This
the
one?
corner.
Oh, this one?
No. Yeah.
What? Can I bring it a little bit closer this way?
Actually, it's
Mm,
probably actually if you
Yeah.
were hitting here.
So
You'd probably be.
I guess give me the
Darkness is-
circle and I'll try to.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck! That's how big the fucking circle is.
Yeah,
20-foot
I
radius.
want to center
Oh
it.
no, shit! Hang on, that's not the right circle. It's
No.
15-foot radius.
Yeah.
That's the right circle.
Like right there, so it takes a little bit of this room too.
All right. You cast the spell. The sphere of darkness begins to kind of ease its way around corners, and Draloff you can no longer see, and Rotund you can no longer see. Neither can the creatures in here. They are all effectively blinded.
Now, question for you two.
Mhm.
So, say I wanted to try and push past them, since I only have 15 feet of movement, and that would end me on Draloff. Could I go past him, or could I just say I not do it?
There's too many in the way.
Okay, then I won't bother. That'll be it.
Oop,
All right.
that must be the finale of the fireworks. Holy shit!
Big booms.
Lots of them in quick succession. Actually,
All
it's
right.
a little early.
Treverin, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move here and see that I can't see anywhere other than the two people in front of me. So I'm holding my action and what I'll hold is I'll just hold a firebolt action till I can see something again.
Okay.
Because I couldn't see in the room earlier, so I have no idea what's actually in the room.
Now it's just darkness in front of you.
Yeah, right. So I have no idea what to even aim at. So
Draloff, you can see nothing.
I have dark vision. Does that help at all?
Magical
Not in
darkness.
So I can't walk forward. I can't swing. I can't do shit.
You are effectively blinded, which means you cannot see. And if you can try to attack, but your attacks will have disadvantage.
Can I move up at all?
Kelly, quick question about darkness.
Mhm.
I know fireball goes around corners, right? And
Mhm.
does darkness cut through? Like, I know it's a radius, but if the room's not that big, would it fill, say, the door? Oh, wait, god damn it! Would it? Why can't I? Would it fill the doorway over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, darkness works as that spread goes more or less like fireball. The of course exception to the rule with darkness is if it overlaps with a powerful light spell, then it just dissipates. But you're not dealing with spellcasters here. You're dealing with a bunch of goblins and ogres and thugs.
No.
So-
I just had to ask.
So you can try to attack Draloff. Actually, because you and the creature you would be trying to attack are both blinded, it would still be a straight up roll. Now that I look at it.
But my thing is, can I move past him or go somewhere where my compatriots can come in?
No, he's kind of blocking the way.
So I have to. Okay.
He's a little too big.
Well, I'm gonna turn my rage on
Attaboy.
and swing at him.
All right, that'll hit. That'll hard hit. All right, you hear and the familiar sound of your axe biting into flesh.
Found him.
Julie, ahead of you, you can kind of see bits of Rotund, and then it's just darkness.
Well, I saw the big guy come in before the darkness hit, correct? And he's really big, and my two party members in front of me are really short.
I feel a longbow coming out.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to start shooting over their heads, or at least at that height. I'm just going to shoot down the hallway in front of me and try to hit the guy.
Okay.
Is this with disadvantage or straight up? I mean, it doesn't matter. I just critted, but
You can't see him, so it's going to be with disadvantage.
even though he's in darkness as well, doesn't matter. Or is that
Yeah,
only
I
for
should-
melee?
I shouldn't really have had Draloff roll it straight up, but because I said it ahead of time. I'm sorry, I'm not as familiar with darkness, but in this case, the straight up is you can't see him, you have disadvantage, and you should have had disadvantage because you can't see him regardless. 15 still going to hit. It's just not going to be crit. All right, You take your longbow firing over the dwarf's head, and you hear
And you hear anyone near Julie hears him mumble, "This is so stupid."
All right, the goblins are going to fire in the general direction with their short bows of where Draloff is, and you're going to have disadvantage because they can't see. That's a miss. And because you have Shield of Faith, that's a miss. Rotund, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna make this argument. As a dwarf, we are used to
Mhm.
living underground, and yes, we can't see. But what I would like to do is, I know that this guy. Why do I keep? Why is it? Why when I click on him, does it actually allow me to pick his token? That's really weird.
It
Like,
shouldn't.
well, it's like literally putting a. Oh, I know what it
It's
is.
for the darkness.
It's the darkness. My bad. I'm not trying to move that. What I want to do is I know which way he came out of because I saw him come out.
Hmm.
I want to feel around the wall and I want to try to cut into the room that he came out of. I'm going to try to slowly like press myself up against the wall and shimmy past Dreloff.
Okay. Because he's in the way, you're going to have to make an athletics check because you can't really see. And because he can't really see, you're going to have disadvantage on the acrobatics check. Excuse me.
All right, that's fine. Acrobatics, you say?
Yep.
Nope.
You try to shimmy past, you just kind of bump into him. You don't knock each other prone or anything, but you can't see, and you're just kind of bumping into him, trying to get past. You're like, can you move? Look to your left. There's no room.
All right, that's it then. Just
Okay. He's holding his action. They're holding their actions. The big creature is going to blindingly, drunkenly swing his battle axe on top of Draloff. No. Kay, you're up. You're still focusing on this darkness.
Okay, so can I try to run past these three?
No.
Damn.
There's too many people in the way.
and it's a wall of fucking darkness.
I can see through it.
You can see through magical darkness?
Yep, Devil's Sight, baby.
Hmm.
Both magical and non-magical, dude. This is 120 feet.
Yep,
That's
he's
good.
only one.
Yeah, it's a shame that there's fucking 3 people in front of you.
That's what you get for fucking stepping all over me, you assholes.
Still wouldn't have gotten past the other
I guess-
dwarf.
Can I try to push my way through?
It's just too many people in the way. It's too narrow a corridor, and and 2 of the dwarves folks in front of you can't see where they're going.
Even better. That means they have less resistance when I fight. God damn. Okay, well, I'll do this then. Because I have improved pack weapon, I will make a short bow, and I will fire it at them, but I don't know what the short bow damage is.
Let's double check.
1d6 piercing, isn't it?
Short beer.
Or I guess... longbow,
It
actually. I can
is.
make a longbow.
You can.
Yep, I can make a longbow, short bow.
That was more of a statement. You can, not a question. You can. Sorry if that came out wrong.
Very good. Which is 1d8 piercing, so I guess I'll do that.
Okay. And remember, it's +1. So, roll a d20, add your dex modifier, and add 1.
I had charisma modifier because it's my weapon.
Yes, I'm sorry. Charisma +1.
Plus 4 plus
So
1.
3. I guess you could probably just roll an attack with a longsword and then roll the damage for the longbow.
I guess I could do that, yeah.
That'll work. All right, 25 will hit. So just roll the 1d8 +1 or plus, whatever your damage.
It's the same thing as my booming blade, so I'll just roll the damage for it. It takes 10.
Okay. All right.
It's still a 1d8
10
plus
points.
5 no matter what.
All right, 10 damage into the creature. This large creature who's blinded and drunkenly kind of swinging his axe everywhere in front of him. He's not quite dead. Chavarin, your whole party is in front of you.
Yeah,
In
and I
this
can't
darkness.
see, and I still don't know what mobs are in there, so I'm just. I'm gonna see if you'll let me do this killing. So, this part of the wall right here
Uh huh.
is I know is also made of mud or stone.
Stone.
So what I'd like to do, if you will allow me, is
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast Mold Earth on this part, but I want it to create a rune on both sides of the wall of a stone golem. Just
What? Wait, what?
yep, on both sides of the wall. I could cause shapes or colors both to appear on the stone, so I'm gonna have a shape of a stone golem just appear on the wall, make it look like the wall's coming to life.
Okay. And are you doing it on the side that you're standing next to?
I would like to be able to mold the earth to the point to where I could do it on both sides of the wall. To
You have to
where-
be able to see where you're molding the earth, and it only fills a 5-foot cube.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm just gonna cast Major on myself because I got nothing else to do.
Okay. Boom. Mage armor. Sorry. Drelloff.
Do me roll disadvantage this time?
Yeah, disadvantage this time. If you're attacking.
Oh yeah, the only thing I can do.
No. You swing wildly, and it just whoosh, right through the air. Top of the round is Julie.
Well, nothing having changed, Julie's going to shoot again.
All right. Oof. No. It goes wildly to the air. You don't hear the sound of it connecting.
Yeah. All right. That's about all I can do.
All right. The goblins are going to disadvantage, try to fire at Drelloff again. The 18 will hit, the 17 will not. Why did it roll? That's weird. 1d6 plus 2. Let me make sure of that. 1d6 plus 2. Okay. Yeah, that's. I don't know why it didn't just combine the total, but take 8 points of piercing damage.
What about my resistance for being enraged with the
Oh, yeah,
totem of
yeah.
the bear?
Okay. Yeah, right. Take 4.
Take 4.
I forgot you were raged. All right. Rotund.
Hold on. Mm. Hmm. Just bear with me. I'm just linking this real fast so I can read it.
All right.
Hmm. You know what? I'm going to use thaumaturgy, right?
Mhm.
And I'm going to create ominous whispers that are going to that are just going to echo like or affect the creatures however they would affect them, and it's going to be something along the lines of, mm, "The end is near. Run for your lives."
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Oh shit.
I'm going to count to 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me make some rolls on these guys. Didn't mean to do that with this. Well, we'll get disadvantage because they're in the darkness.
To be fair, they don't know what's making the noise, so.
Okay. He's holding his action. They're holding their action. You hear. And as he walks into the wall. Okay,
Take 1d4 bludgeoning.
sure, fine.
I was just kidding. It's fine.
4 points. Oh! You're up.
All right. And I will drop darkness.
Okay. The darkness is dropped.
And
And I'll see you again.
I want to try and see if I can Hawkeye this shit and shoot my last shot through this slit and into the ogre.
You can certainly try.
That's all I need, right? An arrow and a dream.
Yep, that'll hit. Cover bonus isn't enough that's going to protect against that. Like your hero Hawkeye, you take the. Well, you're attacking. Yeah, that's just with the longbow. That's right.
Yeah.
You watch as the arrow flies away from the conjured longbow. The female lips, by the way, kind of making the arch of the bow, and as it unleashes, it impales into this creature's big, fat, stupid head, and it just falls over.
I just yell, boom, headshot!
And
First blood.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Kent, you were going to say something?
no, I was going to say, I know it's not my turn, but I was going to say, move forward.
Treverin, you're up.
Well, I still can't see anybody in there, so I'm just gonna hold my action.
All right. Drelloff.
Um,
What are you? Sorry, were you going to do something else?
No, I was gonna say I was just gonna hold Firebolt for if I actually ever get to see any thing to kill.
You could always Misty Step in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste it this early.
Okay.
If you'd have been doing the whole mold cycle, you probably would have gotten all the way through the fucking wall by now.
Yeah, you would have collapsed the entirety of the sewers on top of you.
Well, only portions of it.
All right, Drelloff. Now that you can see, you charge forward, moving past this dead creature, right next to a nearby goblin.
Yep, the one on the bottom there.
Mhm.
And oh crap!
I'm counting to 12. The 12 is not going to hit.
Uh,
You watch as this goblin quickly drops the bow, grabs a crude-looking sword, and blocks your attack, smiling at you menacingly. Top of the round is Julie. Julie, you can try to push past Rotund.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I will.
Acrobatics check.
How about athletics?
If you're going to want to shove him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Oh wait, I still have disadvantage on, but I don't think I need to do that.
All right, I'm counting to 26. Rotund, you get kind of pushed against the wall,
That's
a little bit hard, not enough damage, but as Julie pushes his way forward.
That's fine.
Okay. Julie will move here to attack the goblin.
Okay, and he looks like ready to piss his pants. All right, go ahead and roll damage. All right, taking the greatsword, you just lop off the goblin's head in one fell swoop. While you turn around that corner, though, this floating creature, one of which you have seen before, is going to fire a ray at you. This one is going to be a telekinetic. Telekinetic, is that it? Yep, telekinetic raid. I need you to make a strength saving throw. All right. The battlash you with this ray, you just it hits you in the chest. You look down at it. You look up at it. You look down at it. Look down at it. And just kind of shrug.
I'm gonna feed you your eye stalk.
This eye is so tough, boy. The goblin is going to, with a sword drawn, is going to try to attack you, Draloff. Crude old scimitar. Did not mean to do that with disadvantage. Counting to 7, no hit. Moving on, Rotund. The way is open.
Okay. I'm going to come down here and sidestep into this room.
Okay, it is a storage room, and you see mostly empty casks of cheap wine.
Do I see anything else in this room, like other than wine? There's nothing else that I could maybe make use of or anything.
Not that really stands out.
Okay. I'm just getting out of the way, so I'm still maintaining concentration. So.
Okay.
All right.
Next is the floating creature's turn, who, by the way, is floating about 20 feet in the air. The ceiling is... let me double check that. Nope, the ceiling is actually only 7 feet high, so he's only floating 5 feet high. My bad. All right, so he is going to shift a little bit forward, and he is actually going to fire another ray down on top of you, Julie. And it's going to be another telekinetic ray. Another strength saving throw.
Yeah, right.
All right, you resist it. It's another instance where the ray blasts you, and you feel nothing. The creature's in this room. And I forgot to roll initiative for this fellow. Because it's been so many rounds of combat. And I'll just add him in. Alright. These fellows are going to use their action to get big, now that they see the threat coming closer. He's going to move forward and do this. Alright. And that's their action for the turn. He's dead. Kay, you're up.
Alrighty, let's see here. I'm going to run into this place. Oops. I'm going to run into here. And flip my weapon back to a longsword.
Mm-hmm.
And I will cast Hex on this guy.
Alright.
Oops, that's not supposed to roll damage. I was just supposed to cast it, but
Let's try this. Hang on. Just link that again.
I mean, oh, there it goes.
You do an extra 1d6 necrotic to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Alright, and that's your action for the turn.
It's a bonus
Choose one
action.
ability when... Oh, it is a bonus action. Okay. You hex it. I'm going to count if you attack it, the 6 damage, because that was the first damage roll. What is the ability that you want it to have disadvantage on?
I'm gonna say Wisdom.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna smack it.
Okay. So I'll add 6 damage ahead of time. 25 is absolutely going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright. With the addition of the hex on top of it, you just take this creature, take the blade, and you watch as shadowy energy from the sword begins to just cut through the creature, and it cuts it in half. It's like a basketball just...
Cool. And then just so I don't forget, can I just move it right now? And then we'll just apply the negatives later. The hex.
Can you move it?
I can move it every bonus action as a subsequent turn of mine to curse a new creature.
Okay. Who do you want to hex on your next turn?
I was just gonna say one of the giants. It doesn't matter who. Just one of the 2 nearest ones.
Okay. I'll just pick one, and then you can tell me the details next turn.
Yep. I just didn't want to forget about it.
Treverin, you're up.
All right, I will move in if I see what the heck's going on. 1 second here. 'cause now all kinds of things are screwy. I'm assuming I can see this giant pretty easily from where I'm at, or do I need to move some more?
You can see him pretty easy.
Okay. Seeing that he's a giant, and I didn't know if he was a giant to begin with, I'm going to hit him with Mind Spike.
Okay. Alrighty. Sure, I'm just making a note for myself for later. Alright. Wisdom save on him. It's not especially good if. No, he takes the full 13 points of damage. And he is affected by the Mind Spike.
Okay.
Alrighty. That is that. Drelloff, you're up next. The goblin still next to you is holding on.
Yeah, let me make sure I have normal. Okay. Sweet Jesus. That's a miss.
Yeah. 15, 20, 20. Another one of these creatures, these dwarven-looking creatures, are going to stop out and say, Defend the location! Xanathar must get the stone!
What do you say? They found the location?
He said, Defend the location, Xanathar must get the stone. Julie, you're up next.
Julie's going to move up. I assume I can get by here. Oh, geez, do I want to put myself in? Do I want to get hammered by 3 giant dwarfs? Probably not.
That's Rotun's
Well,
fucking dream.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
That was good.
Lol.
Oh man, I had to back up off of it and put the shit down. Okay.
By the way, if I didn't mention this earlier, and I don't think I did, those of you who are up here can see behind these 3 large dwarven creatures, sitting about over in the middle of the room, just behind them, is what looks like a mechanical beholder.
That's cool. Okay.
Did you get the fucking Acquisitions Inc. book?
No.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not, this is written in the Dragon Heist book.
Okay.
But I am going to get it.
The opening here.
Uh-huh.
Do I think more than one of those dwarf guys can occupy it at any time? Maybe we can do. I'm thinking maybe we should do to them what they did to us. Let them bottle it up, and just focus on one at a time.
You don't think they could both fit through at the same time, not in their enlarged state?
All right, and I don't have the reach to attack anyone from here.
No, because they're tunnel line.
Not without getting into
Alright,
melee range.
So Julie is going to kind of take a step back to where he was and longbow this guy he has a line on.
Okay.
He basically wants to wait for one of them to enter that spot and block it up before then he's going to do melee.
Sure. Okay, 21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Alrighty. You pierce into the creature. He's looking pretty bad off. The goblin to the south is going to take a scimitar and try to attack Drelloff. Nope. You 2 are just kind of battling one another with your weapons. Rotund, you're up next.
Alright, I'm going to come out of this room, and I'm going to assume I can get by.
There's a little more room, so yes, you can get by without having to make any sort of check.
This guy right here?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to drop the concentration spell that I have on
Drelloff.
And I'm going to cast Hold Person on that guy.
Okay. Is that a wisdom save?
It probably is. Hold on.
Yep. Nope, he is held.
I will be maintaining concentration on that.
Alright. He's dead. These individuals are going to This guy's gonna step back a little bit to make some room, almost bumping the beholder in place.
No, he's not,
Why not?
because he's held.
Oh,
He
that
can't
one
move.
can't move. Yeah, he can't move. Okay, you're right. I forgot. Duh. I should have.
Also, is that guy
did mark
standing
that.
on a pillar?
He's kind of shifting between the pillars,
Gotcha.
the wider space of pillars. He kind of standing by side with side to side. It's the same argument for the half ogre to fit even through this 5-foot door.
Gotcha.
They filled up that space for combat. So even though they're not technically, yeah. Anyway, they're going to take out the two that can move. We'll take out their javelins and they're going to chuck it at UK.
Bring it.
That'll hit. 7 piercing in that attack. Second one. That's not going to hit. All right. A javelin kind of gets you right in the gut. And then the last one's going to repeat the wisdom save to see if you can shake the whole person. Great.
Wow.
All right. You're up, Kay.
Okay, now that I know what's going on.
I assume you're reapplying the hex against that Durgar to the north.
Yeah.
All right. And what ability do you want to apply disadvantage for?
Let's go. Let's go wisdom.
Okay. I figured. Bonus action to move the hex onto him. What are you doing?
And then I will kind of take Julie's stance. I will stay back in the room so one of them have to battle back in here, and I will ready an attack action if they enter that space.
Okay. Treverin, you're up.
Okay. 1 second here.
And for Drelloff's sake, there is still a goblin down here.
This guy's still up, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to hit him with firebolt.
Okay. Firebolt will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. That's going to be enough that it catches him on fire. You watch as he shrinks in size and collapses to the ground.
All right. And I don't think I'm gonna do anything else, so I'm good.
All right, Drelloff, you're up next.
Hopefully, I'll hit this bastard this time.
Yeah, I'll say that hits. There's the first 20 of the night. Okay. Okay, yep. You getting really, really ticked off this goblin, take your knee and just knee him in the nuts. You watch as he drops his scimitar, bends over to kind of crouch, and then while his head is down in a comfortable position, you take your battle axe, chop his head right off. He dies with headless and clutching his nuts.
All right, that ends my turn.
It's poetic, actually.
Okay. The leader fellow back here is going to enlarge as an action. And that's all he's going to do. Julie, you're up.
All right, Julie's gonna take a step up here, and all right, I will get here close enough to make an attack on this guy.
Sure. He takes his war pick and parries your blow.
Okay. I can't disengage now, so I'm going to stay right where I am.
All right.
That's it.
Rotund, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just reading something. Okay. I'm going to, Jesus, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to take out my light crossbow. I'm going to hit this guy.
Okay.
God damn
Whiff.
it! I need to turn that off.
All right.
Alright.
Either way, whiff. All right. Done for your turn.
Yep.
All right. These guys are going to shift forward. This guy kind of kicking his dead compatriot out of the way, and they're going to, taking the war picks in their hands, they're going to just slam them down on top of you, Julie. That'll hit. That won't. 12 points of piercing damage, reduced to 9. And then Kay, you're up.
Can I get in here beside Julie?
Yep.
All right, I will step in, and this guy should still be hexed, I believe.
The one you killed was the one who was hexed. You can move it as a bonus action.
I already moved it. I didn't kill anything.
You killed that guy.
Oh, that's not the guy I wanted to mark. I didn't even know he was there.
The guy back here was the one. This is the guy who was up front that you initially hexed, that you pointed and said, I want to hex.
Oh, there's
So-
4 big guys. I thought there's only 3.
No, there was 3, and then the leader guy pumped up and he got big. So
Gotcha. Well, then I will move it to the northern one and make it a wisdom save again for him to get disadvantage on. And then I'm going to give him a thwack.
All right. You do your thwacking. All right, 26 will hit. You watch as the energy begins to swarm around him, and yeah, he is affected. Treverin, you're up.
All right, so we got our new friend, and on him,
Okay, how do I make it
I
so it stops you in the
move-
description all the time
hold on
now?
a second.
You open up the spell description and then turn it back off.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's too many of
Oh,
my
found
eyes
it.
on the way for that. So let's do a Chaos Bolt level 2 against him.
Okay. 22 will hit. The chaotic energy flies through your hands and between both Julie and Kay, who make room for it to impact. All right. It's an 8 and a 1.
8 and 1. Let's do acid.
All right. 9, 10, 14. Okay. You impact. You watch as the bolt goes right through his chest. There is a big hole where there's a sound. You watch as he shrinks. The hole expands as the body shrinks, and he is down.
That's good for my turn.
Drelloff, you're up.
I guess I'll pull up my longbow and shoot this one down there next to Julie.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
It goes about an inch away from your bow and then nearly drops on top of your feet. All right. The leader in the back will cry out towards the south. He says, "Damn guards, you better be ready to run." And he will pull out a javelin and chuck it in Kay.
I wish a bitch would.
Nope. It flies over your head and impacts into the wall, which previously was an arrow slit. Julie, you're up.
All right, trying to make this guy dead.
The story of Julie.
15 does not quite land. He takes a shield and your sword tong right against it. He looks up against the shield and smiles.
I'm just curious though. So like, do their shields enlarge with them, or do they just have exceptionally large shields for when they grow?
All the gear they have on them, it grows. If
Yeah,
they
that's what
suffocate in their own
enlarged
armor.
does.
I'm
I didn't know if it
going
only affected them or if their equipment as well.
Julie's what?
I'm going to action surge and attack him again.
Okay. Nope.
God damn it. All right.
Bang bang. Rotund.
Killy, you said somebody said you better be ready to run, correct?
He shouted towards the south and said, "You better be ready to run."
Okay, so but I did not probably see who he was shouting at, correct?
No, not from this angle.
All right. I can move through my player.
Yeah, there's enough room.
I'm gonna move to here. I'm gonna smack the shit out of this guy with my hammer.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh.
All right. Pushing past Kay and Julie, you take out your hammer and do a wide swing, practically getting this guy in the kneecaps. Actually, do get him in the kneecaps, dwarven style. Fuck yeah.
Fight someone your own size.
The individual in front of you is going to take his war pick and slam it down on top of Julie. 23. Julie, you take 12 reduced to 9. Okay, you're up.
Well, I'm going to move my hex onto that guy then.
Okay. Wisdom as
And,
well.
yep, wisdom again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move it to this guy and I'm going to charge the back of the room.
He's going to swing with his war pick against you as an attack of opportunity.
For me entering his range?
You're leaving his range.
Oh, his range, gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
Doesn't matter, it doesn't hit.
And then put the hex on this guy instead, and I'll give wisdom again.
Okay.
And then I will try to give him the booming blade.
You can also see, by the way, towards your south, if you don't already, there's a few kobolds who are trying to rush up the stairs.
I think I'm worried.
13 does not land. He has his own shield, which he raises up and blocks.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Treverin.
Okay. So, what I want to do is I am going to face step to right here.
Okay. And link that ability for me, please.
Yep.
Autumn. Wisdom save or be charmed by you. Within 10 feet?
And it's 2 of them.
Hang on a minute. Within 10 feet of you.
Yep.
Oh, it's that guy, yeah.
Yep. That guy and
Okay.
the big dude behind you.
Yeah, that guy, by the way, is just kind of cowering in the corner. So he'll go ahead and make the wisdom save all the same. He's charmed by you.
Okay.
And then the big dude in the corner will save against it.
Okay. And then I'm going to order my charm guy to attack the leader.
Okay.
You know he's cowering. And then can I see the kobold down from where I'm at? I mean, I can see his token right here.
You can see one of
Nope,
them,
that didn't
kind of.
move.
You can kind of see him,
Okay.
barely.
What I would like to do then, since I haven't used my action, is I'm going to cast this down the stairwells, specifically at that kobold, trying to clip everyone that it can. And of course,
Oof.
it didn't show the description, so let me go grab that real quick.
I
Okay.
have to tell you, I considered taking that in the last campaign we played, right? There was not
Mhm.
one practical time that would have actually worked the fuck out. I'm glad to see that you've actually found an actual application for it, because I sure as shit didn't.
Okay. So you shoot the line down that direction. I'm going to say that it's going to only really hit the one. So, but it is going to be enough. That creature is too frightened of what's going on. He just erupts in flame, and the other two are starting to cry out and panic and trying to
Yep,
run.
that's exactly what I wanted to do, is have them kind of freak out. So, perfect.
Okay.
We didn't start the fire.
Drelloff, you're up next.
Alright. Move to here, and I'm gonna hit the guy below the south.
Okay. 16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. You impact hard into him. You watch as trickles of dark blood begin to kind of crumble down below his waist, and he's just looking pretty angry. These two kobolds are going to rush up the stairs, for those of you who can see it, and you start hearing a banging noise in the other room, like they're trying to get through a lock. The leader individual is going to take his war pick and slam it down on top of Kay. Not going to beat your
Nope.
new armor class. All right. Julie, you're up.
We'll once again try to make this guy dead.
You will try. 22 hits.
And he will succeed.
All right. Taking your sword, you put it into a piercing motion and just shove it right up the ribcage and through into the lung. You hear an impacting sound as he shrinks. He just shrinks off of the blade of your blade, and will shrink back down to size. He is out of the picture. There we go. There's only
And
one
then
guy
I
left.
will move. Let's see. I'll actually move. I'm trying to move to here. I want to. What's up with this guy here at the top?
He is kind of standing. He's a little afraid. He's looks like he was kind of cowering there. The mechanical beholder is sitting next to him, and it's just kind of sitting there. It looks like he's trying to hide behind it, kind of, or was, and now he's a little bit more comatose since Treveran has charmed him.
Gonna stay right there for now.
Okay. Rotund, you're up next.
I'm going to grab my shield.
Done.
Put it in front of me.
Mhm.
And I am going to haul ass down this hallway.
Mhm.
Oh, let me move myself here. That's 20 feet.
Mhm.
And I am going to head.
Just know that you're within range of the boss, and he can get an attack of opportunity if you head into the room.
Don't care.
Okay.
Let's see.
You think a dwarf gives a shit?
And I am going to literally charge to try to nail the shit out of that, like crush it into the wall with a dash action.
Wait. Okay. You're not going to be able to do that once with the dash action. You can get next to them and try to, do an unarmed strike or something along those lines.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Then I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna put the shield up in front of me, and I'm gonna haul ass until I can get to here. Whoops, shit, I can't click. Until I can get to here. But I
So
am
25
dashing.
there, and then shoot. How do I lock point? Right click. And
Yeah.
you're dashing to where?
To here, right to here. So
Okay.
doubles, yeah.
All right.
And if you want me to roll, or have him roll to take the swing or whatever, go ahead. I do
All
have
right.
my shield though, so my AC should go up.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You run quick enough that he's too slow in his unload state before the warp can connect. On his turn, no, it's not his turn. That's the Durgar. They're all dead. Regular Durgar. Hey, you're up.
All right, here we go. Give him the blade that booms.
All right, 17 connects. 6, 7, 6. All right. You watch as shimmering energy surrounds him thanks to your hex. And he's hit. Especially with that hex that's been kind of insane. I think you've been 1 max damage on that pretty consistently. Treveran, you're up.
All right.
I am a
You know what?
god.
I'm just gonna magic missile the big dude
Okay.
at level 1.
All right. You watch as the missiles impact hard into him. He reels back. He clutches a pouch kind of on his side, and he says, "No, no, you're not worthy."
We're not worthy. We're not. Sorry.
Dreloff, you're up.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Someone move to. Oh, I have my token lag. There we go. I got it. Go to here and swing.
With one final swing of the battle axe, roll damage. You cut hard into him. You watch his blood begins to trickle out. He kind of grabs the package, holds it close to his chest in a defiant move, and just kind of gives you the middle finger as he shrinks down and dies. Now, the kobolds to the south are considered non-combatants. Rotund, they will cower in fear. It's up to you whether or not you want to just get rid of them.
I don't want to kill them, but if they're just gonna like drop their weapons, I'm gonna leave them go.
It looks like they were maybe slaves.
Slaves they may be, but I would like to question them. And with my now that I'm assuming we're out of combat,
Out of combat at the moment.
thaumaturgy with my red eyes like grimacing, I'm gonna be like, "What was going on here?"
Do you speak Draconic?
No, I don't think. Wait, I don't know. Hold on. I didn't really plan this one out like I planned the other one out. No. Common Dwarvish Giant Orc.
Then you don't understand what they're saying.
Julie will try speaking Goblin to them. Do they understand it?
Nope.
I'm gonna real quick check out this room here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over. I want to make sure nobody's hiding, so I'm gonna open these doors and see if anybody else is here.
While he's doing that,
I'm
gonna
gonna
walk across the
bind
room.
this guy that I've got charmed.
Actually, he'll as you kind of end combat, he will breathe a sigh of relief and he'll say, "Oh, thank God they're dealt with. Thorvin Twinbeard at your service." And he extends a hand to shake yours.
I'll shake it and then ask him, "How did you get down here?"
He says,
And he really can't lie since he's charmed by me. I mean, basically, I'm gonna force him to tell me the truth.
Yep. Hang on, I gotta follow my notes.
Okay.
Bear with me, I'm sorry.
No, take your time.
He says, "I was captured by the Xanathar Guild for my work in mechanical creations. They put me under forced labor to make this stupid contraption work." And he just kind of puts a boot to this mechanical beholder.
I'm looking at the mechanical beholder and I said, "Very interesting work you do. Do you know anything about nimble rights?"
I'm familiar with them, right?
Say, would you know how to repair or reprogram them?
I could say it.
I say, well, as
Anything for a
payment,
friend.
yep, as payment for us rescuing you, we have some work for you back at the Troll Skull Manor. If you'll meet us back there in the morning.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
With advantage,
He-
it's your charm.
As I say, he's charmed by me, so. Do
Yes, but he didn't offer him any payment. All right. He says, that certainly seems reasonable. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, if you'd be so kind, I'd like to get out of these damn sewers.
and I'll look at my friends. Anyone else have any questions for this fine gentleman who's going to help us tomorrow?
Do you think he could make that beholder work for us?
He says, I can't figure out how to make the damn thing fly. It was meant to be for the parade, to show off the wonders of Xanathar.
Well, Can we keep it?
I don't care.
Cool.
You might get some more Xanathar folks after you to try to recapture the damn thing.
I think I've cut down enough. What's a few more?
I clutched the pouch out of this dude's dead cold hands.
Okay. Inside the pouch, you see a blue stone.
You know, I so see Kay putting that Beholder as a sign in front of the Troskull Manor, renaming it like Beholder Tavern or something.
Don't tempt me.
That's exactly what popped in my head.
That's like the disco light on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hang it from the ceiling and fucking put a light inside of it.
No, he'll be like.
He says,
he'll
Thorvin
be
says,
like the-
it's funny you... Thorvin says, it's funny you mentioned that. In fact, and he pushes a couple of buttons and you see, like in disco lights, the lights in the Beholder's eye stalks will begin to flash with different colors.
Perfect. All right.
he'll be like that bot.
Into a rave.
We have a non-lethal use for this thing.
He'll be
If
like
you can
that
get the
bot.
damn thing out of here.
Well, that's why we have dwarfs.
He'll be like that bot outside of Diamond City. Come to the inn. Come to the tavern. Have a drink. It's right
Giant
down
spotlight.
the street.
Cutting my rage off.
While we're
Okay.
doing that,
It would have worn off because you can't attack anybody.
does this door open?
It should... yeah.
Did we search?
Inside this room.
Did we search these guys? Let's search these guys.
Not really.
I just got the
Ins-
stone off the boss.
Inside this room, you see what looks like a plain. It opens into what looks like a room that contains dusty furnishings. You see a scratched wooden desk, several wobbly chairs, coat racks, some small tables, and a wooden trunk that is empty.
So searching. Should I search harder, or can I search harder, or no?
You can try. There's nothing in here.
Oh, well, that's what I'm asking. Does it benefit me to even attempt it?
Nah.
All right. Then I'm going to cross back over here and open this door.
There's
Why
a
he's looking at
25%.
doors.
There was a 20. I'll say for your benefit out of character, there was a 25% chance that a mimic would be one of the furnishings in there, but I didn't roll, so there's no
Okay, I appreciate it.
mimic. I'm sure. Opening that door, that leads into a small empty storage room. There are hooks hanging from the ceiling in here.
I shut the door behind him.
He shuts the door behind you. You are in a dark room, which you can still see because you have dark vision, with hooks hanging from the ceiling.
So it looks like there was probably meat or something in here.
Yeah, maybe.
Julie will ask Draloff to show us that stone.
You know what?
Take a look at it.
I'm going to pull on the hooks.
Like SpongeBob SquarePants, you get yanked up and no, there's just hooks.
Okay.
Yo ho, yo ho. Near the hooks, I'll never go.
Put the stone out in my hand wherever I can look at it.
Okay. It is a blue, smooth stone with a couple of engravings kind of on the front of it.
What are the
What do the engravings say?
They're not. It's not a language. It's just they're carved to look like three eyes.
I say, Julie, take out the map and put it near that stone. Let's see if it does anything.
Okay. Does it do anything?
No.
Does this look like the Stone of Galore?
As far as you know, it's probably the stone.
Oh, we gotta check upstairs still, right?
That's where I'm going.
If you make your way upstairs, it opens to a wooden door that will open into a alleyway.
Then I say we try to roll the, beholder thing all the way up and kind of, down the street. And
Thorvin says, I'm afraid the damn thing's too heavy to roll up there. You have to figure out how to make the damn thing fly.
Put the stone in its butt.
I beg your pardon?
Hold on.
I mean, does anyone have mend? Could we try to fix it? Is there something broken in it?
No, unfortunately.
Is
I
it
didn't
steam
take
powered?
mend. I was going to
Yeah.
take mend, but I chose.
You can
Guidance.
try to make it work. You're going to have to make an intelligence check.
I'll tinker with it.
I will say if you do really badly, it's going to break it.
I will ask the elf to do it.
I will cast guidance on the elf.
I think it's funny you think sorcerers are high in intelligence.
Is it higher than a +0?
No.
Sorcerers are charisma, not intelligence. The only class that benefits from intelligence is wizards.
You want me still to do it?
Oh, hold on.
I-
Hold on. Shit.
Maybe you can guide yourself, dwarf.
Yeah, mine's at 0 as well. So.
You know what? Fuck it. Give me the guidance. I'm gonna try it.
All right. I'm gonna give you the guidance.
Can we use this at all to see if we can look up a book on a maintenance manual on iron beholders?
If we can't get up the steps, I'm leaving. So
That's quitter talk.
If we can't get up the steps, we probably should destroy it before we leave it. Not leave it intact if we can't take it with us.
all right. I cast guidance.
Well, I don't know if we have time to find a library.
I look at Julie and say, "Let's get out of here before they blow us up."
Whatever. I'm going for it. What do I need to roll?
Intelligence.
Agree 100%. Julie's with you. Let's go.
Oop.
Roll that d4.
Slash
Roll your guidance, come on.
1d4. I click slash roll 1d4. 16.
The bad news is you don't make it fly. The good news is you don't blow it up. The other good news is you figure out how to make the lights work.
Oh.
You know, it'd be funny if he like turned on the fucking lights, and they actually worked like beholder beams, and they're just shooting all over the fucking.
No, this isn't the Acquisition Incorporated model.
Can we get any of the strong people to roll it up the stairs for us?
We can't get up the steps. You already said that. It's too heavy.
It's too
What
heavy.
if I use mold earth to turn the steps into a ramp?
Are you going to use mold earth to cause this thing to literally roll the entire way?
There's
You know,
a
that's a
divot.
great idea.
There's a divot literally running up the main street all the way back to our fucking building.
No one will suspect a thing.
It's just this, then this, then this, then this.
Okay.
5
2.5.
feet.
No. After 3 hours of spending every 6 seconds to cause this thing to roll 6 feet, or 5 feet, all the way across town, everybody just kind of stops and stares at this as you're just stepping 3 steps back. Ding, ding.
Is it so heavy? Is it really so heavy that Julie can't tie a rope to it and just throw it over his shoulder? And
It's
carry it on
too
his
heavy.
back?
Not without significant help. It's like an iron golem, basically, a large iron golem. This thing weighs, easily like several cars worth.
All right. So,
So molding earth.
well, molding earth isn't even going to matter because we're not going to be able to get up wooden stairs.
I will allow it. First off, these are stone stairs, so it
Oh.
does work. So literally, the 3.5 hours over the course of the entirety of the afternoon, you just take 3 steps back, mold earth. 3 steps back, mold earth. Throughout the entirety of the city, the guards stop. They take a look, and they don't even want to bother. They just kind of walk forward. Everybody else just kind of stops and stares at this as this is happening. You have a couple of the adventurers. In fact, you see Barnabas Blastwind kind of stop by. He looks at this, goes, "Huh," and then walks on.
I look around and just say, "We're using this for the festival," and just keep moving it through.
We're using this for the festival.
Can I be a traffic guide and I put my hand up and I'm pushing crowds away and stuff like that and move out, watch him out, and it's
Yeah.
ushering him to come forward with it.
Yeah. No, a cart with a draft horse kind of comes up. It stops in front of you as you're trying to hold off as this creature. Sorry, you're gonna have to detour. You see a noble woman kind of poke her head up. Fucking construction in this city.
Do you know what the best part about this is? At first, I was very worried about this. And I'll tell you why. Because I was like, Wait till they try to assess us for fines the damage to the street.
No,
Until
because Mold Earth just forms it back.
Yeah.
He's literally turning 5 feet into a ramp, letting this thing roll down it, then turning the next 5 feet into a ramp, letting it roll kind of up and down it, or whatever. Just molding it so that it's just constantly forming the street into one giant continuous ramp that eventually rolls this thing back to your alley over the span of an entire afternoon.
Well, Kay really wanted it. I want to make sure he had it.
Everybody knows you have this thing now. Literally, the entire city knows as they watch you mold the street as this gigantic mechanical construct.
I do want to point out as well, I never turned the lights off, so the entire time it's rolling down the fucking road.
A fucking giant disco ball, mechanical giant disco ball beholder.
As we're going down the street, if that's the scene, I'm sitting there going like this on my shield.
Technically, vandalism is punishable by imprisonment up to a 10-day plus fine and/or damages covering the cost of repairs to the street.
But it doesn't
But
damage the street.
there's no damage. He uses Mold Earth to cause it to form back the way it was.
It doesn't last for more than an hour.
Yeah, exactly. It literally just... And then the street forms itself back up. You used it to just drag this thing over the course of an afternoon and continuously ramp it over to your location. I mean, regardless of whatever the consequences are, this is too hilarious not to allow. You now have a gigantic mechanical beholder with disco ball lights for eye stalks that you haven't figured out how to make fly yet, but you have spent an afternoon rolling it back home. Because of the stonewood floor of the tavern itself, you can't quite roll it in, but you're not really worried about somebody trying to steal it.
That's hilarious.
You roll it down into a cellar or something, whatever.
Oh,
I think we'll probably want to end it tonight from there.
Okay.
Sounds good. So we're just back at the tavern with this metal beholder.
Yep.
I never want to hear again how Julie is the odd one in the group.
We didn't say you were the odd one.
We never said you were the odd one.
Can you get me a token for it?
Hang on. I have to.
I just want to
one.
make sure it's not forgotten, okay?
Oh,
I'll do that real quick. Hang on.
it's a shame this isn't a 3D representation.
Okay.
Someone please animate that.
Really? All right, hang on. Mecha Beholder. Let's just give you a blue border for the color. Whoops. There we go. A little bit more blue. And drag you in there. That'll work. Download. Upload.
What's the name of our ghost friend that runs the tavern?
It is.
You mean the only one I believe in?
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't believe in it.
I wonder what Lift thinks of our new decorations.
I don't think he cares as long as the tavern's running again.
Maybe he hangs a coat on it. You don't know. There's your Mecha Beholder.
Yes! It's got to stay out front though right now. Remember, we couldn't get it inside.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll just put it in the corner there.
He said he rolled it into the cellar or something.
Yeah.
oh, that's funny.
Well, if the
Actually-
tavern's wood floors, you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, just leave it out in the corner. It's too heavy for anybody to easily steal without getting the dang thing to fly.
Alright, I am going to shut down the stream. That was fun.